Hi guys, welcome to Flood. We're now on episode 2. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. We talked to Araya, and it was a pretty good time. We dissected Bittersweet and found out a lot of good, deep meanings, and I hope you enjoyed that episode. What do you think, Isaiah?
It was a lot of fun. I think the first one went well. There were some technical difficulties with the audio syncing that we're aware of, but
Yeah.
the syncing should be fixed in this one. Although, on the topic of things not working, this is the third time we're doing this intro, by the way. So
In the past week.
yeah, we filmed an intro the day we filmed, and then it got corrupted. And then Monet was already en route to LA the second, so I was like, so we had to do it when she came back, which was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did a really good one, and then that one got corrupted. Okay. What's going on?
We filmed the intro twice, and Isaiah's USB hub hates him. So we gotta film it again, but that's okay.
We're filming it a third time.
Right.
Really? We're filming it a third time tomorrow.
We're gonna destroy the USB hub.
We're going to destroy the USB hub on camera. Well, maybe we won't.
For you guys. Maybe we'll set it on fire.
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe.
I don't know what's environmentally friendly.
Maybe stomp on it.
So if this one gets corrupted, we're not putting video. You guys are just gonna.
We're gonna quit the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna throw it away.
We're gonna throw it away.
Throw it away. But Monet discovered something today, which is why she was late to recording, because she was talking to us about 21 Pilots, and I think you should tell the fans what's going on, because I frankly don't know what you're talking about.
I frankly don't understand what's ever going on with them. Okay, 21 Pilots is the most insane fandom you can ever be a part of, and I highly recommend that you don't do it.
You're gonna get canceled for that. They're gonna get you. They're gonna go.
I'm gonna get got for saying that. But the thing is, if you become part of the clique, you can't leave because it's a cult. I've discovered that multiple times over the past couple of years, that if you're there, you better be square, because it's dedication, and there's codes, and there's websites, and there's photos that don't exist, but you see them, and it's a fun time, but it makes you want to cry every second.
Monet's been a lifelong membership holder to the 21 Pilots fan club.
Foundation.
You know what I'm saying? But apparently there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'll put Monet's phone number in the thing. You guys can text her and talk about the lore.
Yeah, sell it to the government. They already have it. Mm-hmm.
Well, Easter happened. Also, after Easter, let me say that again. Easter happened, and with that, Monet's age happened as well. She turned the next age like a week ago.
Some days ago, something
March
like that. March something.
Like 29th. I don't know what day. Was that
If
the right
you know,
day?
you know.
Was that the right day?
29. Yep.
So on behalf of Flood and the team here at Flood, we're gonna serenade her. I started that without knowing how to play it, so I'm just gonna let that ring while I look up the song. Let me find it.
It's gonna be great hearing this for the third time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it even worse the third time.
We can't get tired of it. It gets better each time.
I think this song is old enough where we won't get copyrighted for it. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Everyone at home sing along. If I don't hear you guys, I'm gonna stop playing. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Moneth. Happy birthday to you. Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for being the next age, and
thank you for the serenade.
She's a great host, and I've known her for all this age. And
for all this age.
Yeah, for all this age. If whoever guesses her age correctly, we won't send you anything, but you can try in the comments.
You can try.
What are some of the best things you got for your birthday?
Oh, okay. I got cake. I got donuts, and I got this little van. I should have said that last time, but I guess it doesn't matter.
You've had that van.
I had this van. I think this van has always been a part of my life, but I just never, like, it just entered my life for my birthday. And we didn't, we just been conjoined since,
Monet has an obsession with Oreo cookies, so that was something that she got.
I also got cookies, but I ate them all, and they're sitting, and I'll spare you guys the noise.
In case you guys haven't noticed, we are coming at you in the morning. It's actually not the morning. It's 2:56 p.m. It feels like it's
very
morning,
well the
though.
afternoon.
It's very well the afternoon, but it's nice. I don't mind this daylight. I don't mind it.
It's kind of nice.
I don't have to worry about setting my
change.
lights and everything.
Change it up.
This is because, again, this is the third time filming this. So, yeah, I guess, should we just announce the guest? Because it's a long one today.
It is a bit of a long one, but it's a good one. It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
I liked it.
You want to take this, or
yeah.
should I do it? I forgot who did it last time.
Okay. Without further ado, we present to you guys Carly Marie.
Swipe.
You did swipe?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Woo!
Awesome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Oh my
welcome.
gosh, that was such a warm welcome. I felt so cool.
gonna have-
We try.
We're gonna have that every time. We're gonna have us going insane so that we start our interviews sweaty and disheveled each time.
That's the only way to start an interview. You gotta be sweaty.
Oh, gosh. So, how you doing? That's the pandemic and everything. It's starting to. We're still in it. A year in it now.
yeah, it's kind of intense a little bit, but just got second vaccination, so
Hey, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
can't complain. Family safe,
Right.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone
yeah,
get your
I'm thinking of getting my
vaccination.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. My mom signed me up today, so
Oh yay!
we're gonna see what happens.
Once
We'll see.
Monet gets hers, we can probably have people here in our little studio.
That's
Right.
so exciting.
Yeah. Have you? I had noticed with some of my other friends, like, did you ever have like different like? I don't want to say phases because that's this is not. It's not but did you ever have like different
what you did there?
different phases with like the pandemic? Like I know at least when I started, it was like, first it was like, oh, it's kind of cool, school off, and then I had a workout phase, and then I started eating a lot, and then like I got like a dog, or I got a kitten, so I had all these different like phases, stuff like that. Did you ever
Right.
have that experience where it was like, I'm just doing all these new things?
For sure. I was like, were you at my house the whole time or something? Because like that's like damn near the exact same phases. Wink,
He's in your
wink.
room right now.
That I had. Yeah.
Oh God.
It started out like I was working at a restaurant, and like right before everything shut down, we were all like, I mean, we didn't think it was like not serious, but we were like, oh, it's like not going to be as bad as everyone's saying it is, whatever. And then everything shut down. I was like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is like.
Yeah.
And but the only thing that was different about my experience from what you just said pretty much was I had a phase where I was just doing like a bunch of art, like creative stuff, like instantly to keep myself like occupied. I thought it was gonna be like just like a month or something. So I was like, I can bang out maybe like I don't really know how to use like Pro Tools and stuff, as you guys have figured out. I don't really know how to use like technology too good, which is ironic because I'm like a musician. But so I was like, maybe I'll teach myself how to like use Pro Tools and like use because I have a little studio setup, but like I just never got around to like using it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, maybe I'll like try and like mess around, see if I can like record some stuff. I'm never putting any of that out.
Oh, hey,
but it was a
sometimes-
good experience.
Yeah, you just need to create it,
good
just
learning.
get it out. You don't need to like show it to the world all the time. Yeah,
It was a great like learning experience though. But yeah, I for sure had the workout and then the gaining weight. Now I'm trying to work out again to ungain the weight.
I know. I'm getting to that point.
So-
I never had the workout phase, so I gotta have one of those.
Yeah,
I skipped that phase.
Oh God. I was gonna, that was something I had noticed too in my experience was the creative thing. Like there was a lot of times where like, I would just sit down with my guitar or something, or like, I didn't think, I had like some songs that I had been working on since like since high school, like before high school. And I was like, I'm
gonna get this out. Okay, I'll do it next week. And then I never did
Yeah.
it. And I was like, fine, I'll finally do it. So I finally got I got like 2 solo songs out. And then me and Monet, I got to a point where it was getting really easy to like, I don't know. There was a point in there where it was really easy to make stuff. I remember like the song me and Monet did, it was kind of in like 2 days, but
Yeah,
I
you
think
just
now
spit it
I
out
wouldn't
in
be
one
able to do
day.
it. Now I wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
that because it just
Yeah.
would take me like 4 months or something. But
I mean, the creative outlet, well, like when you don't really have anything else to do and you're stuck at, like you get a lot of ideas.
Mhm.
yeah. It's the podcast even, I don't know if I would have
Right.
done this podcast if pandemic had not, that's a weird thing to say, but
Yeah.
I don't think I would have done it.
Yeah, that's for a lot of things too, you know.
No, yeah,
Even,
so
like, some
there's some
songs.
good,
Yeah, even
some
this-
definite
this-
good things.
The studio, like I didn't have this. This used to be like a back storage unit, like a,
Hmm.
one of those old wooden ones. And we renovated it and made it into like a studio because I was just doing it in my middle room in the house. But now I have like a separated one in the backyard where we were able to do that. So it was a lot of
nice
like
little
Oh.
secluded.
all the
yeah.
stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
music's coming out
Wait, was
too.
this during quarantine? Like when
yeah,
you set this up?
March or April, May.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was around what
Might have
your
been
your
June.
shred.
I remember it was done by July. So
It was around your birthday because I remember we came
Yeah.
and saw it and everything.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like I can never set that up. I'm gonna pay you. You're gonna have to set one up for me. My own
Yeah.
little studio.
Like a
we
little
had someone do all the
business.
walls, and then I just like I already had
Like
all
the
the
camera.
equipment. Yeah, because it
The
was
way
like
it's all
wood.
personalized looks so great. Like if you see it in real life and see like all like different signs
Oh,
and
you mean,
everything.
like the garbage all
it's
over the
great.
floor and everything.
You say that, but it's really clean. It's really clean in there. Don't let him fool you.
I was gonna say I
Uh,
feel like you're a clean guy. I don't think there's too much garbage.
I'm slightly clean,
You got
To
a
a point.
sanitizer dispenser.
I
You
do.
have
I have a
dispenser.
sanitizer dispenser.
Only
um,
person I know that has that.
I was gonna ask you
Yeah.
though. I think I see on like your stories and stuff.
Yeah.
You have do you like rent out a studio or because you have like a pretty dope like I've seen like the place that you I assume it's the same place each time. It's like the
Yeah.
studio. Is that like a rental thing or is it like your homie's place or?
Yeah. It's a long. I mean, it's not that interesting. Like I just go to like a regular recording studio in Emeryville. The Grill. Shout out to the
Emeryville.
Grill.
The grill.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's the only place I go at this point because I just love it so much, and I know all like a lot of the engineers and stuff there, and I just recently had like the main engineer producer guy I was working with. He moved to LA, sad but proud of him because he's
Oh.
gonna make big moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just started working with a new producer over there, Cam. He's amazing too. So they just have amazing producers and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a really cool setup. They have you just book a room and yeah, just go in there and you get to choose your engineer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I usually go there. I
That's
try
cool.
to it's the thing that got me through quarantine, to be honest, is going there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how much time would you spend there? And the producer that or mixer that you had before did how long ago did he move?
It was actually really sudden. It was like I always have these like crazy ideas like last minute, and I was just like, let's do a Christmas song to my friend Bree, who
Mhm.
Yeah.
actually
Great.
funny story. I had her come to the studio one day. I was just like, hey, do you want to come to the studio? I never talked to her in class or anything. I'd known her in a bunch of classes. It was like too scared to say anything. And then she was like, oh, I like live in Oakland, so that's perfect. I was like, oh, like we've been friends ever since. So
Yeah.
yeah, I had this idea and I was like, let's make a Christmas song, like out of nowhere. Like even though we had like no time and I was like, let's shoot a video and do all this crazy shit in like 5 days. Can we all do it? Yeah. And I was like, and everyone was just like, oh my God, calm down. But yeah, I texted him to be like, oh, hey, do you want to do this Christmas song? Cause like we worked together on everything. Like he just like got my like type of sound I wanted, if that makes sense. Like we just clicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like one of those things like it's hard to find, you know,
Yeah.
with like other people where they just get
Yeah.
it. And like I'm not good with music terms and stuff, but he just like got exactly what I was saying. It was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, so do this and do that. And I was like, yes,
Yeah.
whatever you said.
Mhm.
It's good to build like to get like your own, someone who understands what you want and like your sound and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Right. And that's
Super
the perk of a
important.
good
Kinda
good
like
producer. You
your
can like they
wizard.
understand what you're trying to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and they're a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone has
and-
their wizard.
He just kind of I texted him, he was like, oh, and he was just like, oh, I'm moving to LA, I was gonna like let you know. Like he's more of a
Mm.
spontaneous person. I'm a person that has to have everything planned out, so I was just like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
What?
Oh, that's sad though. But that is
Yeah.
good for him.
No,
He'll
he's
find a lot of
gonna-
opportunities too. I bet.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it big.
Mhm.
Mike Major, remember.
Mike
Mike
Major.
Shout
Major.
out.
Yeah, I actually checked him out. He seems pretty cool. He has a few things going for him.
Oh, for
A
sure.
lot of things going for him, I should say, actually. But yeah, it's pretty
For
cool.
sure. Everyone I know is
Mhm.
super talented, including you guys. Like
Oh,
I'm so
thank
lucky
you.
to know so many cool people.
Thank you. You know,
Aw.
yeah, same here. Like, shout out to DVC for, you know, I was always shy, like, and stuff in class. So me and I don't think we had ever really talked before. Like we,
Oh,
you know,
I was too.
we've been in the same room and listened to the same music, but we never had a conversation. So I was like, damn, you know, and now COVID's happening. So I was like, damn, like I should have like connected more. But that's why, you know, why we're doing the podcast. But
Yeah, for sure.
I remember, yeah, like I remember like when you would show the songs, like they were super well produced and like I remember like I
Thank
think-
you.
Yeah.
It was all Mike.
Yeah, I remember the I'm trying to remember what song. I think you did was it Pressure or it was either it was like one of the earlier ones. I remember you were showing us like the demos.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see how now that they're finished. Me
That's
and Monet were
crazy.
talking about like
Mhm.
the whole I guess story of what at least what I think the story of the album is to me and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I called Monet and I said, Monet, I think I figured it out. I think I called
He
her. Like,
did.
I was like,
He
Monet,
big
I
brained
think
it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're right." Because I
was
saw
like,
like some
wait.
connections, but I didn't like piece it together like that.
yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So we'll dive in and we want to go through the songs with you and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, let me see what's up on here. So let me see. So and you're and you live in Concord, right? Or like in the Clayton Concord.
Yeah,
kind of
cusp of Concord, Clayton. I'm
Mhm.
embarrassed to say Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
So
Still
she lives.
Concord.
Yeah. Have you lived like in the
Representing
Bay,
Concord.
the Bay, like your whole life?
Oh yeah, I've lived in the same house
Nice,
my
yeah.
whole life. Yes,
Mhm.
not very interesting. I mean, I love the Bay though. So
Yeah.
many unique cultures, so many people, so many
Mhm.
cool. Everyone's just cool over here and just gets it, you know?
Yeah.
most
Everyone like when
people.
mhm. I think the artist sort of vibe over here is like everyone kind of gets along pretty well. Not everyone.
Oh, for
but-
sure.
Do
for
you
the most
think
part.
have you found that like since I don't know, did the music thing sort of like at least getting your own music out, did that kind of start like in college or was that something like that was building through like high school or something like that?
Oh, you mean like getting my music out, or
Yeah,
just like
like
in
starting to
general, like
work-
music, kind of like taking it seriously?
More like putting his stuff out, like getting stuff ready for releasing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I feel like I would have liked to do it during high school and stuff, but I was too scared.
Yeah.
Like I knew that's
Mhm.
what I wanted
I
to
get
do, but
that.
like I didn't really take the leap until the I think it was like the first year out of high school, maybe like around maybe the summer, like right when I graduated, like 2018. I was like, I had a family friend who also loved doing music, and she found this free studio in Oakland at this I think it was like this community center. It was really cool. I wish I remember the name. But there were some really amazing people there. So shout out to Oakland. But yeah, so we were like, why not like go and try and start there, experiment. And then from there, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna try and go to a studio. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm just gonna take
Yeah.
a risk, which I'm
Mhm.
not a big risk taker. So like
Mhm.
that's what's ironic is because every time I was telling you guys, every time I take a risk that I'm like terrified of, it always works out really good. And then I'm
That's
still
awesome,
like,
too. Yeah.
I don't know if I can curse on here, but I'm always
Wait.
just like a pussy. Like I'm like, and then I'm like, but like every time I do something like that, it works out. So
Yeah.
Trust me, you're not the
Um,
only one that's afraid. Like
yeah.
It's awesome that you can take like a risk like that, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and it worked out so well. Like
For sure.
I would be so afraid. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, my
Yeah.
bedroom's pretty nice. I got a mic.
I know.
I'm good.
It's comfy in here. It's my
Right,
little
got a chair.
sanctuary. Got
Right.
a
No one
can hear
cat, you
me.
know.
Yeah, because that's the reason I brought up like if you like living in the Bay and stuff, because I feel like the community
Yeah.
here, especially East Bay and you know Oakland, Berkeley, and stuff like that, is super tight knit and like it's super. I've met so many people in the area that are just so they're always down to collaborate and like
Mhm.
you know
Oh,
show
yeah.
their craft and stuff like that. I feel like in
It's
other
so
places
cool.
it can be difficult. Yeah, you know, in other places I feel like that are so big, you know, like let's say like I don't know New York or LA or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's more. I feel like there's like you get a give and take, right? Because I feel like in LA there's more opportunity because that's where all the big names and everyone is.
Mhm.
But I feel like there's more competition too because it's like
Right.
everyone
Yeah.
goes out there.
Mhm.
But then the Bay, there's a little bit less like I feel like it's a little harder to get like in that
Yeah.
in that realm, but you
I
have a
feel like
lot more
it's-
connections. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of like, no, I don't want to like be like, oh, all these places are egotistical, but like you said, like I feel like there's less ego here. You know what I mean? Everyone's just
Yeah,
more,
there is. Everyone's trying to
just-
help each other.
everyone's trying to help each other and that's what I've never understood is why does there have to just be one? Why can't we like all come up together? Like why
Right.
like
yeah.
like everyone has their like their talents and stuff. So like I'd
Yeah.
rather like build a community of people and like come up together than like does there only have to be one person? Why do we
Yeah.
have to like be competing and clawing with each other? Like we
Right.
can
like
all
I want to play with
succeed, you know?
everyone, you know? Like, as long
Yeah.
as we're like nice to each other,
A
then
lot
we
of
can all just
community.
play together. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like less ego, you know, than like LA, like you said, because it's like more competition because that's where all like that's like the big dogs type thing is what like what I imagine, you know?
Yeah.
So I totally agree.
Mhm. What was I gonna say? Monet, do you find that that's kind of like a similar thing with film because you're gonna go out there?
100%. Because
Uh-huh.
like film here, it's like it seems like a more intimate like band like network almost compared to down there. But I don't really know what it's like down there. But it's the same thing. Like there's everyone's trying to get in somewhere. There's so much more competition. But I mean, I don't know. But it's just there's more opportunities too, and that's part of like what draws me to the
Yeah.
LA scene. But you got to work a little
Hard,
harder.
huh? Because
Mhm.
it's like it's like opportunities, but then like superficial people.
Right. Yeah. It's like man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
1 sec.
Yeah. Isaiah's got to change out his camera, but it's all good. His turn it back on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. we're back.
but yeah, I
Walmart
mean, do-
camera. sorry, I'm sorry.
better than Target. No, I was kidding.
I know Target played me.
Oh,
Damn.
man. Yes,
Oh,
Carly got
gosh.
played by Target today, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. We figured it out.
What was it? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, like about the ego. Yeah, I've out here. I've never really ran into anyone. I mean, there's people I have assumed like I've been intimidated by, but I've never actually met them. But I've never actually
Mhm.
like ran into someone who has just been like, no, like, kind of pretentious. About
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
Like
So,
once they
yeah.
open their mouth and start talking, it's like, oh, we're friends now.
human.
Like you're cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, I wanted to dive in just because we got a kind of a batch of songs here, but I want to go through them. And
Sure.
we've been, me and Monet have been just kind of having our moment with the album, and it's really like I love a lot of the themes about it, and like
Thank you.
I like how you I've noticed on like your Instagram and stuff that the visuals that you put up for it really fit well, like the kind of the dark kind of like I don't know, ethereal. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Kind of like
Thank you. Oh
dark
my
kind of
gosh.
vibe. I think it fit, and even the moon thing too. Like it fits perfectly. Like
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
know?
a little like spacey
Merch.
too, because like your merch. Yeah, your merch has
Yeah.
like the space sort of stuff
Yeah.
on it. I like that.
because I can appreciate, like, I love when artists are able to, and I think I might have said this in the last episode, but I love when artists are able to apply like thematic elements to their stuff and
Mm,
really
like
like
motifs too.
yeah,
Mhm.
without making it too like, oh, this is what this is about, but being able to like
Yeah.
show what the artist feels about it and stuff like that, because it can be hard to like figure out like, oh, do I want this to look this color or this vibe or whatever, all this stuff. So
Right.
Yeah.
I really
It's
like
like I was just looking at your Instagram bio. It's like phases of the moon.
Thank you. Yeah, I did that. I thought I was being creative. And then I was like, wait, is this
You
dumb?
are.
I was like,
Yeah, no, it looks. I like it because it matches like your merch and like the entire like
Thanks.
era of phases, right? Like
Yeah.
it's literally moon phases or like
Yeah.
life phases.
Yeah,
I like that.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Who
Mhm.
did you design the website on your own, or was it like a team? Because it's really looks professional. We're
Well,
looking at it.
Thank
Mhm.
you. I
Yeah.
literally,
Mhm.
I'm just a perfectionist and like I like to, I mean, I don't have like a necessarily a team yet, but I'm like looking, so people hit me up. But but I'm a very hands-on person and like I mean it's a
Yes.
perfectionist
Mhm.
to a fault. So I did it myself, but I spent like
Nice.
months on it because I was like, it has to
Wow.
be perfect. I wanted it to look professional. Like I didn't want to just
Mhm.
like half-ass it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I want to put out the best version of myself and my content. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
don't know.
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
those
But
standards
thank you.
set for
Yeah, it
yourself.
shows, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Thank
It
you
looks really
so
good.
much. I
Yeah.
need to update it. Really bad.
I wouldn't be able to tell. Yeah,
and
you
then-
can put
Thank
like
you.
your
And
music
this
on
is-
there and everything. I love that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
quality,
you.
even in the merch too. I gotta keep plugging it. It's so. This is really comfortable. This sweater, like, very comfortable.
Oh
I
my
like the
God,
oversized.
Thank you.
It's like,
Yeah, same. That's
You
the
know?
oversized jacket. We're on the same vibe today. Okay, I got you.
you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
and I'm wearing sorry, I
she-
gotta do
she's-
it. Isaiah's merch. I got
She's
Breathe
wearing
With
my
Me
merch.
on.
Where you got? Oh my god, wait, I want to get
Uh,
one. Where do you get them? Plug that.
Oh,
I'm gonna buy one.
It's
It disappeared in my door. I don't know how I got it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's just magical.
It's
Where's magic?
my friend designed that, and she helped animate my video for it because I have animations in the video, and she was like,
damn.
oh, like what did she say? Oh, she was like, do you want to do like a collab shirt or something? And I was like, sure. So yeah, it's in her Instagram, Jenica. I'll put it like on the video or something, like on.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I got merch.
Shout
now,
out.
it's cool. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
thank you, Jenica.
No, thank you, Manny. Thank you. But also before we go into the album, I'm gonna ask like about your background. Growing up out
Yeah.
here, like, have you been singing your whole life, and what got you into the style that you produce and that where you're at now?
Yeah. I guess like background wise, I mean, I'm very grateful. I have actually a twin. I mean, some people know, some people don't.
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah, so it's really interesting. So I think that also was incorporated a lot into like why I wanted to do so, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we'd always like, I just remember like the first memories I have are like, I guess in the kitchen with my mom listening to like Linda Ronstadt, Whitney Houston, Barbara
Mhm.
Streisand, and just like I was just kind of like mess around and like, you know what I mean, see if I could do what they would do and like
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
imitate it. Mm.
yeah, and then that went to obviously like from like High School Musical and all that stuff. I would be like, oh, okay, like I want to like do this too. So I'd like learn the routines, and my sister and I and our friends would like on our staircase would do like little performances. We'd make our family pay too. We'd be like $5, you know,
Oh, that's so
gotta get
cute.
gotta get our money. And
Right. Started out young.
so yeah, I feel like it's always just been instilled in me since like a young age, like just music has just always been so important. And my grandpa, music was just a huge part of his life. I mean, he was a school teacher, but he loved music and he would play for the kids all the time. Yeah, so it's just always been a big part of my family. Like just
Mhm.
there's always just been music playing like all the time. So like
Okay.
that's kind of where my love for it started, I guess, is just like how every song and person has their own individual story and just so unique. And like it could be like a love song, but like it's that person's personal experience with it, you know? And I think that's just
Exactly.
so cool. And like
Yeah.
and and you could have like this like almost the same exact lyrics as someone, but like do something totally different with it and have a totally different vibe. And I just think that's so fucking cool. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's
I
one of the
agree.
main
Yeah.
reasons too. So I mean, background like childhood wise, like I said, I'm so grateful. I had my dad used to work at UC Berkeley at International House. So
Mhm.
we like, I mean, I like who just like kind of like middle class, like, but I had a really good childhood. My mom worked in childcare, so that was interesting. She had a daycare at our house.
Mhm.
When
Oh,
I
yeah,
from a
mhm.
young age I was like the second mom, like, okay
Right,
guys, let's
caretaker.
go here.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
so
That's
I
a
think
cool
that's
skill to get as a young kid when you're younger. I mean,
I
growing
mean
up.
good and bad, because then I think that's where my perfectionist side came in. So it's like, okay,
Oh,
all
yeah.
ducks in a row, let's go this way.
Yeah.
Like I mean but they were great. I loved them, and I love kids. So I mean obviously that's probably part of the reason. So yeah, from a young age I feel like I also had to like keep them entertained. So you know what I mean? I would like do little performances for them. We'd like
yeah. That's
make a bunch of
perfect.
games and stuff. So yeah, so I mean, sorry, my childhood's not like super interesting.
That's interesting. I think that's
yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah. Grow up with like, getting
Yeah.
used to working with kids and like you're good at that. And then you had like them as your audience. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and then having a twin was, I mean, the twin part's the like a part everyone
Uh.
wants to hear about. They're like, how was it being like sharing a
Yeah.
birthday and like all that kind of stuff, which
Or,
was
like,
interesting.
finding your individuality, having
Yeah.
a twin, which it
That's-
seems like you're doing a great job. I mean, I don't know
Thank
your
you.
twin.
Oh,
but yeah.
great. We love her. We love Kristen.
Mhm.
Shout out Kristen.
Shout
But
out, Kristen.
yeah, so I think that like I was saying earlier, I think that's a lot of where I mean, not in a bad way. Like I did love having like growing up around a bunch of kids and stuff, and like I did love having that like little role to like, you know what I mean, help them out and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like it did kind of affect me in a way, because I already felt like I was competing for attention, you know what I mean? Like not in like a
Oh,
bad way,
okay.
but like competing for love and affection because you have another person that's like the exact same age as you. And she was more bold than I was. I'd always been really
Right.
shy,
Mhm.
you know, when it came to stuff. And she would make more friends than me, like all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of go along. And I was a very fearful child of like everything.
Mhm.
So which was good, but you know, it could be kind of
Yeah.
like I didn't take risks.
Yeah.
So that was kind of hard because then let alone having like 10 other kids running around our house, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
trying to like be like, but I'm here too, like
Yeah,
you know, like I'm a person too, like so it was, I think that had a lot to do with why like I felt like I needed a way to like express my individuality and be like, I'm here too,
Yeah.
and I have a story too, you know,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
so I think that was a big part
Yeah.
of it. Sorry, not to
Yeah.
get sappy.
No, that's
Oh, no,
interesting.
Please get
Yeah.
sappy.
That's interesting how you're able to apply
mhm.
that to like the creative side, like wanting to
Yeah.
have your own voice and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Did you ever take like, because you have really good control of your voice. Did you
Thank you.
Did
Oh
you
my
like?
God.
Yeah, no problem. Did you develop like? Did you do like singing lessons, or was it how? Did you take lessons in school and stuff?
That's actually the funny thing is that like I mean honestly I feel like I should take singing lessons. I never did. Like
Oh,
I mean I
okay.
would sing in like the school like plays and like school choir and like and all of that stuff and like in music class and stuff, but like I would just like I said like I'd honestly just kind of like listen to what was around the house growing up and stuff, and also just like artists I like and just try and imitate them pretty much. And just
Oh.
and eventually like at first the first takes weren't so good, but then once like after a while,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
oh, did Shy wait because she's a
Oh, I think she's still Monet. You still there?
I'm good. You guys keep going.
Oh yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to like
No, it's cool.
ruin
No,
the
yeah. The camera lasts for like 30 minutes and then it sleeps. We don't know how to change that.
Yeah, and I should be able to turn it right back on, but then it likes to turn off and then back on again, then back on,
Yeah.
and whatever. So it takes a couple turns, but we got it. We're good.
Yeah.
Good for next 30 minutes.
I just didn't want to like keep going and then be like, oh wait, did I ruin the take?
Yeah, you keep
but-
going. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was saying like so with vocal lessons, so you kind of just did it on your own, like practice at home and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
just kind of self-taught, like just learning from my favorite artists, my favorite songs, just trying to imitate those, you know,
Mhm.
trial and error, a lot of error,
Yeah.
but trial and error. And it eventually got decent. I was like, oh, I can I'm okay. And my mom was like, you're actually kind of good. Like, you're all right.
Mhm.
And I was like, thank you.
Like, yeah, I've been practicing.
Yeah, I've been
if you're-
practicing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're practicing like the vocal techniques of like these like great singers and stuff, like you're
Yeah.
gonna develop some of what they do. You know, it goes a long
Yeah.
way.
Sure.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like, and I'm a music teacher, like I teach guitar and stuff. I wonder like, because I learned guitar, like I took bass lessons because I was learning how to read music, but guitar I never really took lessons. And I wonder like, Monet, because Monet, you made the point about why you didn't want to be like you didn't want to study music because you didn't want to feel like a chore,
Right.
'cause
Yeah.
or like an assignment.
Yeah.
And I never took lessons like that, but I wonder like the differences between like doing it like taking lessons and having it, because sometimes kids, I found like at least I get students where they'll be signed up for lessons, but it's only because their parents want to get them out of the house for 30 minutes or something like that.
Not
Give them
everyone's
something
meant
to do.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not
But-
everyone's meant to have lessons, I don't think. Because like I never
Interesting.
took lessons, but honestly I would have liked to.
Yeah.
But some kids like they do really well never having
Yeah.
taken the lesson, you know? Yeah.
I feel like I totally agree with that. The only thing that like I feel like maybe I want to take lessons is because for like if you want to do it long term, I don't want to like mess up my vocal cords. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm probably doing
Yeah.
it way wrong, and then
Me too.
I'm gonna go to a person and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you need to like definitely not do it that way."
Uh-huh.
So like and then so I might try and like you know what I mean, like take lessons in the future because like I just want to make sure my vocal cords are healthy and like
Yeah.
it will be long
Yeah.
lasting. You know.
Yeah.
Right. I feel the same thing. Like
That's
I want to
good.
make sure I'm doing everything right because who knows? Like you said,
Yeah.
we could have been doing this wrong for years.
Yeah.
I know, and they're like, "Ooh, you really fucked it up."
Right, like,
You know?
like-
I did. I
Going
didn't
into that
know.
point. Yeah.
That's good though that you like wanting to constantly like like find improvements and stuff like that. Like that's good that showing like, because I feel like some people, especially like after putting music out, they're kind of set on like, oh, I think I'm I'm settled where I'm at. But I appreciate
Yeah.
that, you know, that you're wanting to like improve and
Thank
stuff
you.
like that.
Yeah. There's always ways to improve. Like
Yeah.
you like I feel like if you're not we're constantly learning, and if you're not, like you're doing something wrong. Like, you know,
Mhm.
you're not evolving. Like I want to evolve as an artist and like as a person. I don't
Mhm.
want to just stay stagnant, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So Monet did a little bit of digging, and she found
Oh
she found
A nice way
no.
to say it.
she did a little bit of
A little bit of digging.
a little digging. No,
A little stockage.
so she showed me the video or something. Where was Monet? What was it? It was in the high school.
Oh, no. It was
Oh
Clayton.
no.
Clayton, I don't know if you want us to bring it up or not, but I did take a gander at your YouTube, and
Oh no.
it does lead me to a question. It was
Yes.
performance Clayton Valley High. Your
Yup.
Ariana Grande. What was the song again? I forgot.
Side to side.
Side to side.
Yes,
That was
that,
the
that
one.
was cool. That was cool. I like that. That was very like interactive performance. I've never had anything like that in my school.
Thank you.
But yeah, that leads me to
Oh,
ask.
God.
What was your first vocal performance?
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh my God.
Or I guess
I-
like formally perform.
I mean, like, cause like school plays and stuff. I feel like doesn't really count. Like, you know, or does that count?
Well,
If you think
sometimes.
it counts, it counts. I think I would say it
Um,
counts, but that's up to you.
Oh my God. The farthest back I can remember. I think it was like in elementary school. It was like some sort of like, I mean, obviously I did like talent shows. Like the
Yeah.
farthest back talent show I can think of is like third or like fourth grade or something. And like
Mm.
me and my and a few friends, we were like, oh, we're gonna do like let's do the talent show. And we did like a whole routine to Don't Stop Believin'.
Oh, I love that song.
Like a whole thing.
song.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad it's not on the internet, hopefully. But like it was really fun, like
Mm.
the process. So I
Yeah.
think that's besides like just like little like I did like little like school like singing performances and like kindergarten, like first grade, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
that's like
Everyone
the
had their
first
choir
like
class.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, that like main first one I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make like the distinction, I guess. What would be okay, do you remember the first time you performed a song, like an original? Because there's
Oh,
a
God.
difference.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a
Yeah.
the vulnerability there. Because I remember when I,
Mhm.
mine.
It's definitely scarier.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, way scarier.
That was like more so I feel like recent because like I said, I didn't really start doing my own, like I've always written songs, if that makes sense, but I've been too
Yeah.
scared to ever like record them or like
Mhm.
post them or like, you know, do any videos of them or anything. So I think the first one it was in was outside like in college. Like
Oh.
I think from where I used to work at Rocco's Pizzeria in Walnut Creek.
Oh yeah.
And I asked like he'd have like musical guests
Yeah.
like every Thursday and Saturday.
Oh.
And
okay.
yeah, it was actually really cool and it brought in a lot of people, that's for sure.
Rocco's.
Wow, I never knew about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really pretty cool. And like I just took a chance and was like, hey, like because my sister she used to play guitar. So
Uh-huh.
Mm.
yeah, so she had performed there before and she was like, you should like ask him to like if you can. And I was just like I was like
Dude.
terrified, but I was like,
Mhm.
sure, like why not? Like maybe just
Yeah.
like one song in the middle of like someone else's set or something.
Mhm.
Because I did not have enough of my own stuff to even do my own thing, you know,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
I wasn't like known or anything. So I had asked him and he was like, yeah, like, and I was like, oh, that was pretty easy. Like like I said, taking risks, like you never know.
Right, just might as
and-
well. Might as well give it a try.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think I performed oh God, like one of my old songs, or maybe it was Pressure.
hmm
Yeah, and I think it was like
Mhm.
the early stages of it. Like it wasn't like anywhere near done or anything, but like
Mhm.
like the lyrics were like mostly the same and stuff, you know what I mean? The vibe was the same, but like I think that was the first time I performed my own song, and it was also terrifying because it was around my coworkers and stuff. I was like, why did I decide to do
Ah.
this first? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, it was like, I'm thankful, so grateful to Rocco for the opportunity, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
it was a really good opportunity and I got really lucky. But it was terrifying because it was like not, and then my family made it like, I mean, I love them so much, they're so
Yeah.
supportive, but like,
There's that
it was like
like
the whole thing. And
like,
I'm like,
Oh
aw,
man, like the
yeah.
attention. It's like
I hate-
I
I
make me
can't-
more nervous.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. It's hard for
I was
me.
like, I can't look at you guys. Don't look at me.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing though to do that. Like I don't
Yeah.
think like if my if it was my sister saying, "Hey, you should try this out," I'd be like, if you're there, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't,
Like,
I
I
don't
love
know
you,
how I
but I'm
did it.
scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
I don't know how
the
I did it.
I remember I think it was the Beatles or someone. They were talking about how it's so much easier to do a show to people you don't know
Yeah.
than to people you know, because
Yeah.
it's like then you can, I
They'll
don't
go
care-
home and
I don't
talk
care
about it
these
if you know
people.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I always think about that, like, yeah, because whenever I play in front of my folks or my friends or family, well, friends is fine, but like family and stuff is like, because I'm a different person on stage than I am at home. Like when I'm on
Right.
stage,
Yeah.
I'm like head banging and just acting stupid, but at
Mhm.
home, like, hey, so
You get
like, I
into a
don't-
different zone,
yeah,
I feel like,
it's a different energy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit like you're
Yeah.
letting them in, and it's a little bit like I don't know.
It's very
I mean,
vulnerable.
not to
It's
sound assholey too, but like you also I'm very close to my family. I have a tight knit family and stuff. So like
Mhm.
their opinions mean a lot to me.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like so like if I'll
Yeah.
play songs for them and be like, what do you think? Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like even though they're like my parents are older and stuff, like it's good to have a different perspective. I mean, my sister's my age. That's kind of a good thing about having a twin is you're like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Is this like kind of
True,
the vibe
someone
for
your
like
age.
yeah,
Yeah.
so she can give me that gauge, and then I have like my parents who are older that can give me like, well, maybe like do a little bit more of this, maybe that's too much, because like
Mhm.
I want to appeal to like a lot of, you know what I mean, like
A wider audience. not
yeah,
just-
obviously younger people for sure, but like I want everyone to be able to relate and like connect, you know.
For sure. And it's good that you do that. Not everyone's that open minded with their projects. It's
Yeah.
good to
Oh,
share them.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Okay, my camera's gonna go off again.
Yeah, Isaiah's gonna disappear.
Monet, you want to count me off again, Monet?
Isaiah.
Monet, give me the count off.
Oh yeah, I got you. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Little
Oh,
magic trick. Oh,
wait,
that was
so
like a fade.
wait, that was kind of dope. Like it was like
Right,
a like,
usually-
oh
It's
drop.
so-
What the heck? Usually it snaps out. That was weird.
It's so dramatic when it
Dang,
does
we-
it. I don't know why.
That was
like
it's
kinda
zoom
cool.
lag,
It was straight to
like-
black. I should just be in the.
Yeah.
That was really cool, actually. Also,
Oh, that's
Monet
fast.
random, but I love your background. Like, is that your room? Like, I love the posters and like the vibe.
I like
Wait,
that
which one?
poster too. That one.
Which whose posters?
Yours.
Hold on.
Yours.
Oh, that's funny.
Hi.
Oh, I hope that Monet will you open?
I have a sign on the door for a reason, but I guess no one cares.
Will you
Oh, is that-
open-
That's cute.
I think I got mail.
is that Stimmy?
No, it is a
Damn.
scholarship actually.
Oh, scholarship.
Wait, that's still good. What?
Yeah, I know.
Better than Stimmy. F
Like,
the
oh no, it's
Stimmy.
a scholarship. No, it's kidding.
It's whatever. I have
We'll
a
look
bunch
at
of
it later.
them.
Right, I got them stacked up. No.
Yeah. No biggie.
Where'd you get that poster in the back, Monet? I always look
Which
at it.
one? Oh,
That
this
one.
one?
Yeah, that one.
This is a poster. It is not the original artwork, but it is a poster of Jackson Pollock's. It's like red, yellow, silver all over, something like that.
Is he
Jackson
the one?
Pollock is awesome.
Is he the one who kind of like was like he did it kind of all
Exactly.
over?
Through stuff. It's very
Yeah.
expressionist. I got this poster from a guy that sold them at DVC. I'm sure you guys have
Oh,
seen
I
him
remember him.
around.
I
He
bought
was
a,
awesome.
I bought,
Oh,
a, I bought a
yeah.
flag, like a California flag from him. I think
Mm.
he had like a British accent or
Yeah, I think he's
Australian,
British. I have a couple more of his
British.
posters over here.
something.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I never
Mhm.
bought anything, but I know who you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
Mhm,
he's
he's
always
cool.
just posted up there. Let me
Yeah.
see here. So, but yeah, let's dive into the album because we have some notes on here that we want to run by you
We
because
do.
we think we have it figured
Plenty
out,
of notes.
but we might not.
Oh
You know?
damn.
I want to see. I want to see if we're on the same.
Let's see. No,
Uh,
it's maybe it's not as deep as you think it is. No, I'm just kidding. It is. No, I don't know. I don't know.
It's deeper than we think it is.
Dive in. Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. I'm
Ooh,
I'm
see?
glad that was my can I redo?
All that training. See, there you go.
Dive in.
yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh, yes.
That was a little
You get
better.
a free little performance there. That's like a
Oh,
nice
that,
little
I mean, that
teaser.
wasn't. I swear I could do better. I'll do a live show, guys. I swear to God. Like,
Ooh, no, you could do it like it's nothing. You just go on stage and just do a little run, like just nothing.
How are you with?
I mean-
Do you still get like stage fright and stuff like that, or have you like
Oh
kind
my-
of?
yeah, yeah.
I do too a little bit. It's been when we start gigging again, I feel like I'm gonna. I don't know
It's
what's
gonna be like
happen.
a new start kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
for show feelings again.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I yes. I've always been like a little. That's why it's so ironic that I even like would want to do this as a career because like
Yeah.
I'm just like I said,
Yeah.
I was a very shy kid. Like I'm pretty shy. It takes a while for me to open up to someone. So like
Mm.
you know that's why like it's so funny because I like you said earlier we didn't really talk in like class and stuff but like
Yeah.
I mean, because like you also about the intimidation thing. I always saw like all of you and all of your friends. I was like, damn, they're like the big, like they know what they're doing and stuff. Like I just kind
I
of
felt
stayed
that
to
way too about Isaiah
myself.
and his
I felt the
friends.
same way.
Now we're Isaiah's friends. So.
Like
Yeah.
minded. I know I feel cool. I'm like, oh my god, like
I felt the
Like,
same
he
way
wanted to
about you guys. I
my
think
God.
everyone was just intimidated by everyone. I don't know.
I know,
know,
but
that's why it's
everyone
so
like in the
funny.
music program was like nice to each other. It's like once we talk, we're like,
I
okay,
know,
you're
right?
cool. But before that, it's like, oh my gosh, they're so
Yeah.
cool.
I feel like I talked to
Yeah.
more people from them, like from the DVC music program, like after classes, like not even like during the semesters,
Yeah.
but like later on, just
The
like
circle.
from the
Yeah.
class, you know? It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, even like TJ and Bree and
Oh, we
yeah.
love TJ and Bree.
Yeah.
We love them.
TJ's awesome.
TJ.
Bree's awesome too, but I just met her.
Oh, yeah.
I know TJ more, but I think they're both
same
both
thing
cool.
with
Yeah.
Bree. We I never really talked to her, and like I've
Mhm.
texted her, but we called her like what was it, yesterday to set up the schedule,
Yeah.
and it felt
Mhm.
like we had talked like like it was natural.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like, because Isaiah says like, oh yeah, you had songwriting together, but then when I meet like Harley and Bree and stuff, I'm just like, I don't know if it's the fact that Isaiah and them, like, you guys had like a class with him, but once you guys come on, it's
Mhm.
just like, oh yeah, like, we could do this day, like, oh yeah, that's cool, like, it's just like it's nothing, like there was no icebreaker needed.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They're such like shout out to them too, because I have a song actually on the album with TJ, and wait,
Yes.
yeah, two TJ and then
Yeah, a
one
couple. I was
with
gonna say
TJ
a
and
couple.
Bree.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're both like the biggest sweethearts. Like I swear, and like
Mhm.
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's just one of those things where you just meet people and you just click.
Yeah.
And it
We're
just
gonna
works.
we're gonna have both of them on the show. TJ
Woo.
with TJ, we're gonna we have to be very careful with the microphone because he's got a
Ah,
big old
man.
You got a big voice.
he's got a big old
For anyone
loving-
that's met
loving
him,
laugh.
you already know his energy is the
I'm
best thing.
a little worried about the clip, but it's okay. We're gonna
always
make it work.
always brings the good vibes, the good energy.
We've been
Yeah.
talking. We've talked
Yeah.
about like our worries, but I think it'll be the
gotta turn
liveliest
the
episode.
gotta turn the
We're gonna put it like a
Right, it's gonna be all the way
negative
down, like 1
30.
inch.
just kidding, TJ, we love you.
No, we love. Yeah, we wouldn't be anything without like your.
We love
your,
the vibes.
your energy. Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's dive into track 1 then, because I want to get into. There's a few on here that I'm really. I have so many like questions about, but I love how
Yeah.
the intro. So I love how a lot of these songs, especially like the intro, they have like I feel like the music, it's very like it reminds me of like waves crashing kind of to the shore. Like it's just like
Mm.
it's very vibey. I don't
That's
know,
so
for lack of a
cool.
better word. It's just
Thank
like
you.
I don't know, something about it brings you in. It really makes you go like, oh, okay, like something's building, right?
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, and the intro, like I love how I love the parallel to the outro, but we'll get to that. But it feels like the intro. There's a lot of like bitter, kind of like angry feeling in the beginning,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like I'm just you just feeling it, and it's like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like how it's kind of like a storyline where it's like you're laying it down how you feel and how you are, right, and then you're gonna bring people into like what's going on. It's kind of like you're building it. So
Yeah.
what was
This album is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm just looking
No,
at
you're
like, the
good,
tracks
you're
and
good.
like
Thank
the
you.
layout of it.
Oh my god,
I'm just
wait,
like-
that means so much.
Yeah.
When people say
Yeah.
that, like it makes my heart so happy. I'm like, I'm glad. I even if just one person received it and like felt anything from it, you know what I mean, gained something from it. That's just so
Yeah.
cool. Thank you. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the layout of it is really nice. Like I can tell you
Yeah.
thought it out. Like if you really like pay attention, you could see that
Oh my
easily.
god, thank you.
So
that means
what-
so much.
Was the intro where was that in like the process, meaning like was that like an early song, or was that towards the end when you figured out what you wanted the narrative of all the songs to be, or when did you decide like that was going to be the intro kind of deal?
Oh man. I think that it was kind of like it was sort of at the beginning, but not like right away. I think the first song I kind of wrote that I was just like, okay, this is like I want to be like a theme, like I want this to be a thing, like a story, I guess.
Mhm.
Would be Pressure. And then after Pressure, I was just like, I don't know, I was just thinking originally, because like I love the planets and I love space, and like I'm obsessed. If you follow me on Instagram, I never stop posting about NASA, and everyone's like, please stop, and I'm like, never.
Never stop.
I love
Space is
it.
dope.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and I've just always been so interested by it. So I was just thinking about that, and I was like, of course, like I follow all those space accounts. So I was looking, and I was thinking, I was just looking at those accounts and like how cool, like there's these pictures of the moon and like the phases, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I was thinking about, wow, like it's crazy how like just in general, like not just in like not only like in certain situations and like in trauma, but like or when you're going through something, you go through different phases, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, of like
Yeah.
emotion and like for instance, like it starts off kind of just like where if you like go through a traumatic situation, you're just like in denial, but then angry, and then you're like, why is this, you can't help but be like, why is this fucking happening to me, you know?
Yeah.
And then it goes to just like the plain like sadness where you just like, you know what I mean, and you're just like, damn, like I can't get out of this. And but then like a lot of the time, like I wanted to really capture with that was that like, yeah, there is a lot of like, I guess like hard stuff, like also like resentment, being angry, like with the situation, frustration, was that I want that you can come out the other side. Like I feel like the end half was kind of like I instantly knew I wanted there to be an end half that was kind of like a little, that was like there's grass, the grass can be greener on the other side, you know what I mean? That sounds corny, but like
that's what I called Monet about when I called her. I said, Monet, I think I figured out.
I'm sorry. That's why I wasn't laughing because of what you were saying. Like what you're saying
No,
was
it's
just
okay.
the fact that it's exactly like how Isaiah had an epiphany.
Yeah.
I called her.
Oh,
I said,
thank you.
I was like, after track 9, it's like a positive, like after healing.
Yeah.
It's a healing. And I was like, that's because a lot of people, you know, a lot of people will make like a, you know, people would make like just an all around sad like a record or something, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's good. That's how you feel. But I love how there's positivity at the end of it. And people I think need that right now too, you know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I love how you were able to make it like, even on some of the last songs you're talking about, you know, I'm proof that, you know, that I can get through it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that was really,
Thank
I respect
you.
that. That was cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. At first I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I like how like I like when albums have like an intro and outro like interlude, but then I realized how like it was broken up and it's just so clever.
Yeah.
I think it's clever.
I mean, for the intro, sorry, because I feel like I like went off the question.
Oh, sorry.
For the intro, I feel like it was kind of just after pressure, and it was at a point in like I was just going through a lot, like personally, just mentally, just it was just a rough year, you know. Everyone has them, like everyone has those times where like they just have like a really, let's be honest, a real shit time, and you're just like you're trying to get out of it, like trying to pick yourself back up, and it's hard. And I just remember like it just came to me. I was just like, because I'm I guess like I like to write down my feelings. I like to like have it like, you know what I mean? Like I like, you know, some people can type it in their notes. I have to like physically like write it.
It's
pen
different
and paper.
that way.
It feels different. And I like I also with this album I want to be a big advocate for mental health because I'm a person with severe anxiety. Like I've had depression before, and like I feel like it's very stigmatized, and like it's talked about, but it's like glorified, and like and or it's either glorified or you're like crazy, and like it's just
there's no in between.
And I know people with like with mental health issues, and like it's like we're human beings too, you know what I mean? Like it's like, mental health is literally a part of health, and like I just like I feel like it's not taken seriously, it's not talked about enough. And so I've had major anxiety, like severe anxiety, and taken medication for it, which once again, like there's also this stigmatization with medication where there's something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. It's like going to the doctor and getting a pain pill, you know, like there's nothing wrong with it. And it's totally okay to like ask somebody and not be able to like not feel like you need to ask someone else for help. Like, you know what I mean? Like we just need more compassion. So, so with that, I was just writing on my feelings, which helped me a lot with my anxiety. So I was just like roller coaster of emotions, like just writing down my feelings. And like I just kind of was like, I got this little like, you know, have you guys ever gotten like just randomly just like a little melody in your head, like roller coaster?
Yes, like the melody just happens like right on the spot. Like
you're like, oh, that's kind of like that's kind of a vibe, like maybe and like I had a few extra lyrics and stuff. Sometimes I write lyrics like if I had like an idea in the middle of the night. Like I sound like a crazy person. Like have you guys ever had an idea in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, notes app, like you have to write it down because like your phone's right there and you're like you don't have anything to write. And I had a few extra lyrics that were like that connected with that, and I was like, wow, that might go good together. So like it just kind of came together, and I was like, wow, this is exactly how I've been feeling right now. Like it just kind of came together.
Yeah, it just comes out.
Yeah.
As a singer, do you, just because I've had different answers from different people, do you write the melody, like how do you come to a song? Do you write with the melody first and then you add you know, everything else, or do you just sing something and then you send it off? Or do you, because I've had experiences with people who they'll send me like a vocal melody and then I'll try to write on top of that, like instruments. What's your, you know, process on that?
I feel like it can vary, but usually it's I'll find like a beat or something or like a sound or like I'll hear like a song that I really like and be like, oh, I really like I like to like pick details of songs. Like I'll be like, oh, that that one like drum line or something is really good. Like, and then I'll be like, I want to try and do something with that maybe. Like,
Yeah, that's smart.
yeah, or like sometimes like I'll just like happen to hear like some like YouTube beat or something, and like lyrics will just come to me from like the end, like the vibe of like the beat, I guess, and like what I'm feeling in that moment. I mean, that's most of the time. Sometimes like a lot, like I said before, sometimes I'll just have like a whole idea in my head, like out of nowhere a melody will just kind of come to me, and I'll just go on my voice memos, record that, come back to it later, and then like once I hear that melody, like sometimes I'll be in the car and be like and like you know, I'll go home and then I'll like start writing to that. Like it really depends, but most of the time it's like I'll hear the music, like the composition of like the instruments and stuff first, and then from there have like inspiration on what to write about, if that makes sense.
That's interesting.
I feel that I'm kind of similar. And on that note, do you play any instruments?
I wish. I wanted to play piano. I've always thought piano's such a pretty instrument. I just don't have the coordination for it. My sister tried to teach me guitar. I have nails and stuff, and then like I tried for like 5 minutes, and I was just like, I give up. I can't. Like
it's very tricky at first. Guitar,
yeah,
it's discouraging at first. I think.
I wish I could though, because people who can are so talented, and like it's so cool. I wish I could. Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I believe in you. If you ever want to pick it back up again, yeah, but it's okay to only focus on vocals and stuff. I think vocalists are underrated in their own respect.
They are.
Yeah.
I have a random question. You're into space. Are you into astrology at all? Because Monet has been trying to guess my star stuff.
Yes. Are you serious? I was just also tarot cards. Like, do you watch tarot readings?
Okay, I don't get into the tarot readings. I haven't gotten into that.
I used to watch those.
Really? Yeah. I never watched those.
But Monet, you should try and guess Carly's thing.
Oh my god, yeah. Wait,
because she guessed mine, I think, correctly.
Oh my god, wait, now I'm like so excited about this. Like, I love astrology.
Sorry to put you on the spot, Monet.
It's okay.
Yeah, no pressure.
Brush off my old skills.
Pressure.
A little rusty, but it's okay. I'm gonna give myself 3 guesses. That's my classic 3 guesses.
All right.
We'll see how I can do. Okay. Based off personality, I feel like I can get it right like off the bat. Maybe. Are you Sagittarius?
Mm-mm. You're
scared
close-ish.
I'm close?
You're like close.
Ooh,
like
are you
birthday wise. No, I'm not, but I love Libras.
Okay, good. Me too. My mom's a Libra.
They're just so nice, and they just always want to help.
Right, very organized too.
Love them.
But you said I was close with the first one?
Like, yeah, but the other way. Like, birthday-wise, like month-wise, close, but like a few away.
I feel like the what you're saying isn't like wait, like I'm like doubting myself because I'm like, wait, I feel like you're not that sign that I'm thinking of now.
No, sometimes I feel like people think like they'll meet me and like I'll tell them my sign and they'll be like, oh, you're exactly like that. Either that or they'll be like, oh,
You're
really?
nothing like that. Yeah,
like it's one or the other.
Would you say you're an introvert or an extrovert?
That's what's ironic about it is like this will give you a hint because that's the irony. I'm very introverted. Like I like being home to myself. You're so close.
Oh my gosh, what? Wait.
You're like burning hot. Like, you know when people say like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Wait,
on the cusp.
What was it?
I'm on Aquarius. I'm on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces, but
I wanted to say Pisces so bad. If you said I wasn't that close, because you seem more like a Pisces.
Really?
Yeah. You might hear me say jokes about Pisces, but I don't. No, is that like because some people take that like the wrong way? And
no, I like Pisces.
Okay, cool. Because
February 17th.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. You seem too like normal to be
belated. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Belated birthday.
It was the 21.
Ooh, 21. Big 21.
Yeah,
nice.
So exciting on the couch, with quarantine. Whoop whoop.
I understand.
Pop the bottles. But actually, I did have I'm actually more of a person that would rather do that than go out.
Me too.
I was
so
fine with
that.
Be
home. Yeah, it's nice.
Just give me a bottle of wine. I'll chill on the couch with my cat. Yes, we can.
All you need.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
But yeah,
That's
and then I
the
Leo
star
moon,
sign stuff.
Leo rising too.
Leo, okay, that
So
makes sense.
I'm like
That
an
makes sense.
emotional fuck. Like is the
We all
gist
are.
of it.
So what's the difference
True.
between sun
But-
and moon sign? What are the differences? Because that's where I don't know.
Carly can
Like,
explain that pretty well, I think.
Like
Very
one
bad
of them is
explained.
like I feel like moon is more like emotional, like your emotional side. Like your
Yeah.
sun kind of is like it's like personality, but it's like not as in depth as like
Surface level.
Yeah, like it's like
Mhm.
surface level personality, which
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if you like I don't like I am very like introverted, but like I do in the Aquarius way have like I'm very like fighter, like fight for the people, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean, and
yeah.
like very like it's ironic because like with my family and like people I'm close to, I'm so vocal. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like ironic, but like when I meet new people, it kind of takes me a second. I'm like
Mhm.
but then
Warm
like once
up.
I know you, you will be sick of all the weird stories I have and you'll be
Oh,
like, calm
man.
down.
No,
But
yeah.
like, yeah.
That's like the Leo moon coming out because Leos
Yeah.
are very outgoing, very, very outspoken.
Oh, for sure.
typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Especially
it's
Leo
funny
rising,
because like
yeah. Mm.
I was gonna say because like either people like I said either people are like, oh, like you're totally like an Aquarius because you always have this weird shit happen to you, like you always have crazy
Anything weird.
stories.
It goes with Aquarius. Yeah.
Yeah, and but then some people are like, oh, like you're very like that doesn't seem like you'd be that. I'm like, I know,
Mhm.
but I know a ton of Aquariuses too. That's what's so weird. Like I
didn't know
used
that
to work.
many.
I used to work with like 90% Aquariuses.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's
it
a
was so
ton.
weird. It was so weird. I was like, oh my god, like like, but everyone was so different. I mean, obviously it made sense because you know what I mean. Like, I feel like if you just like meet someone, you're like, you could just tell if they're your sign. If that makes sense, you're like,
Yes.
are you like, you're like, are we
Right.
here? Are we here? We're
Are they
here.
the same? Yeah.
But
So-
yeah,
So who do aquarii? What's the plural? Who do
Aquarii.
aquarii
Yes,
tend to
aquarii.
like? What's the? I know like different signs have different like
Mhm.
compatibility, like friendships. Like who is the
oh no,
who's like the compatibility whatever for Aquarius? Who's the other sign?
Oh, me too. Wow.
I'm trying to like. I
Aw.
think that I feel like when you look it up and stuff, it's not ever the people they say, if that
It's
makes
not.
sense.
Like
Like,
Aquariuses seem very compatible with like a lot of people. I think they're the most
Yeah.
easily compatible.
and like I feel like I'm like very compatible with like Libras for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to Aries. I feel like I get along pretty well with Aries for some reason.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, you are? See, it makes sense.
Yes, we
And-
click.
I really mess with Capricorns too. Like I love Capricorns too. I think it's because they're more to themselves and stuff, and I'm like that. So like I like gravitate and I'm like, I feel you. Like
That's
I feel
interesting.
that.
Yeah, Capricorns scare me.
Yeah. Oh really? No, you know what scare me? Scorpio.
I'm not very huh?
Scorpio.
Oh.
I always hear Scorpio. I mean, I don't know much about
Can
this
be
stuff, but
scary.
Scorpio is also the one I always hear.
Yeah.
It's like what you said.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
they're like, I feel like some of them are like, they're just like really passionate, but like my aunt's a Scorpio. I love her to death. Love you, Aunt Kelly. But like, oh my God, she's like an intense person. You know what I mean? If you don't know them like closely, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like I'm kind of scared.
It's like a silent rumble almost.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
But then once you
explain
get to know them, they're like super, like,
Mhm.
you know, she just will tell you how it is. Like she will like,
it.
even if
True.
it's like, you're like, okay, I love you, but you're kind of being a bitch. Like, like all right, I didn't need that much
Yes.
truth. Not that much.
Right, like pace yourself. Like I don't need that
I know.
to hear
Yeah,
that much
stand
today.
back a little bit.
Right.
Okay, I need to take a pause because I need to replace my battery. So
Got
I'm
you.
gonna do intermission. I'll keep recording, but this will be like our intermission. So
Intermission.
Cue the jazz music.
So
Okay,
wait,
I need
who
some
are
water.
you usually compatible with? Like,
Oh, I don't. Ooh, okay. So, like you said, online is different. So I'm just gonna speak from experience, but
Yeah.
not experience, but like
you're like, oh,
what
what kind of experience?
No. I feel like Aquarius. Okay, I just think Aquarius
Woo.
like you guys are just like outgoing in like weird ways, but like not always like
Yeah.
super outward. You know what I mean?
No, I
Um,
feel it. I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. Aquarius. Tauruses are cool, but I wouldn't say I'm
Mhm.
compatible with them. Like I think like I want to be friends with them if anything. You know?
You like vibe with them, but like you're
Right.
like, yeah.
Or like I want to, and sometimes I can, but it depends. Cause I'm not a very argumentative Aries. I can be, but I will lay back the
yeah.
arguments because I know Taurus could be stubborn.
Oh, every Taurus I've known has been so like they're like, I mean, I guess it's a
I
good
know,
thing if you
right?
want to like stand up for yourself. It's a great thing. But like if you're just like you can never get anything done, I feel like it's like nope. And you're like,
Yeah,
come on,
it's
can you
like
just
very
compromise,
hard.
bitch? Come
Yeah,
on.
it's like you get stuck in like little arguments. It's like not even like a big deal either usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they like things their way.
Right. Right. I get it, but like you gotta compromise sometimes.
Yeah,
Monet,
I feel
Yeah.
it. I feel it.
Did you guess mine? You know mine.
I know yours. You're a Cancer.
Yeah.
Oh
very much
my
a Cancer.
god.
I'm
Wait,
emotional.
oh my god.
That's what they say.
You're
I'm,
just
like,
a
emotional.
like to your friends. Like I mean, like
Hold on.
I mean, okay, you. I would say you're an emo individual.
Oh yeah, look at my hair.
So-
Well, it's a little messy, but no, it's interesting. It's interesting to learn about like the different signs and stuff because it's like.
Mhm.
Why does it make so much sense that you're a Cancer? Like I'm like shook right now.
I
Wait, isn't
I know what it
TJ a
always
Cancer
means.
too?
don't know.
He
I
should
think, I think
be. I feel like-
Faith is a Cancer. Right?
Faith is a
Wait,
Cancer,
oh
but
my
she's-
god. Wait, why does it make sense? You guys are like different, but like you guys like there's so many like you guys, I feel like you guys are very in touch with your emotions in like a good way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Wait, Faith is.
She's the end of the month. End
Wait,
of July.
she's a Leo. Wait,
She's like, I think she's a Cancer. I think she's barely
Wait,
like she's at the very end of the month.
July 30.
Yeah.
Wait, that's technically Leo though, isn't it?
I
I
don't know.
think because
I'm
I think
kinda-
I've always said whatever.
I feel like I'm like at a test in school. I'm like, oh wait, do I remember?
I'm like,
Like, my mind blinked out. I was like, wait, oh
remember all the
No.
stuff I learned in middle school about signs.
I know. Ah.
Yeah.
Just fixing my Christmas tree. Hold on. Okay.
Are we no longer in our intermission?
Oh,
Also,
we're back.
are we gonna-
We're back.
I'm pretty sure that I have the exact same Christmas tree. My mom bought it because she's a little my mom's a Virgo and she loves to like keep herself busy with I also
Oh
get
my
along with Virgos
gosh.
pretty well.
Virgo.
But she like loves to keep herself busy and she always has a bunch of these like ideas and has to like do a bunch of projects and stuff. Like
oh yeah.
and so she like bought one of those trees to like she wanted to like do some like DIY thing with it for
Aw,
Christmas.
That's cute.
Never got around to it, but it's cute and I think it's on
Mm.
in our living room random.
Aw.
But you have good taste.
I
We
love
have
that.
that tree in our living room.
I love this tree. It hasn't died yet. It's been around for like 2 Christmases.
Wow.
I always have it on. But hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh,
what was
do
I
you guys want to
saying?
dive into the next song?
Yeah, let's do the next song. What's the next? Oh, Blame on Me. So this one was this was one of the singles, correct?
Yeah.
This one I remember. I remember you did this one at the songwriting showcase. Pretty sure.
Oh
when we
yeah, I
had
think I
everyone
did.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't
Yeah.
there, but I watched it.
I did
was,
pressure and blame on me.
Mm.
So something I wanted to ask about this one was that, so you have singles dating back to I think 2019, and
Yeah.
they're all pretty much on the album except for like a few.
Yeah.
But the thing is that normally with single, it's interesting to me is that normally with singles they'll sound like different because they will be from a different session. Like they won't be
Yeah,
like, oh.
yeah.
But was that something like how early were you thinking about making the album? Because the singles on like for example, Blame on Me, it blends super well with the rest of the album and like
Thank you.
I don't there's not much of like nothing stands out, like it just fits perfectly in the slot. And that one came out
Yeah.
before it. So I'm curious, like how early did you know you were gonna have those on the album, like the singles?
I feel like when I made them, if that makes sense, like
Okay.
right when I like with pressure, and I was like, I want to do something with this, not just have it just be like a song by itself. I want to like tell a full
Mhm.
story with it. Blame on Me was like, I think that was like actually one of like the next one I did actually, which is ironic too. So it's just like it was like the next kind of phase, you know what I mean? Like of like my like grieving process, I guess,
Mhm.
which is like what was going on. So I was just like, yeah, right when I made it, I was just like, yeah, like this is definitely like the next phase or like next stage that like I feel like should be talked about.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very
Yeah,
like
addressing it.
yeah, and it's a cool like in terms of the like the lyrics, it's it's on more the intense, you can talk about flames, or I like how you talk about the
Yeah.
Mhm.
the symbolism,
The
flames are
imagery,
rising,
yeah, I
smoke
like
is
that.
building,
Thank
stuff
you.
like that.
Mm.
And it's cool, like super catchy, and this is the song that I've always like this is the one I always like remember hearing, like because I remember before the album came out, I would always
Yeah.
like this was my like the one I would always like shuffle on
Oh,
repeat.
thank you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's
Thank
catchy.
you.
Yeah, this
really
is one of my
catchy.
favorites as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank
sound
you.
wise, I really like. I think this one especially towards like the end and like the bridge to the end.
Yeah.
I love how you like layer like all the harmonies. Like that's crazy. Like that's something distinct in your
you.
sound. Like the layering of like all like
Yeah.
the different vocal harmonies and runs like really blend
Yeah.
together well. I
How
like
do
that.
Thank
you
you.
how do
Thank
you
you.
decide, like that's something, yeah, because the harmonies they're very like it feels like they're naturally just placed where it felt. Is that how like you just placed them where it felt right, or was it something like you planned like I want a harmony here, like planning like the spots, or was it just something that came up? Because there's a lot of like little ones in there that are really effective, you know, little tidbits in there.
I think that it was the way I kind of do it is like sometimes I'll have like some harmonies instantly in my head that I'm like, let's do that, but then sometimes it won't work out, so I'll like maybe try this. But a lot of the time I feel like I would have like the outline like of the song, just like the main vocals, take it home and then listen to it, and then instantly like, and then like what I like I said, I'm like I like to write all my stuff down, so I'd have like lists. Mike was like, it's probably like I was such a pain in the ass. I'd come in with like a list of things that I'd be like, okay, so let's add this here, and then like even with like effects and stuff, like sometimes in my mind I would have the exact little like I'd be like, I want this part to sound like a little radio-y and like come in like this, like and so I would like come in with a list like after and be like, after listening to it and like after having like at least a few days to like kind of digest it and stuff. I'd come in with like a list of ideas, and I mean some of them like, you know what I mean, hit or miss, but like most of the time I feel like I just like I have it envisioned in my head a certain way, you know what I mean, like I'm a planner, so I'm just like I was like boom 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 boom, like that's so good, it kind of comes like most of the time after, but like sometimes there can be like pretty natural.
That's interesting. I like how you're able to like kind of extract it and just put it on, you know, extract it from your brain. And like, that's hard to do. That's really, you know, that's tricky to like,
I mean, it was hard to like explain. I got lucky with Mike because he just got me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like thank God. Yeah, for sure. And it was literally by chance too. Once again, like these things are all like, I swear, like some things just work out by chance. Like I was actually working with another producer, like at first. And he had I think he'd accidentally forgotten about our session, but like I'd already been there and stuff, and the guy felt so bad, and he was like, I'm so sorry, I can call someone else in to just come in if you just need someone to like lay down some vocals. And I was like, sure, why, like I'm already down here, like I drove a little bit, so I was like, that's like, why not? And it was Mike, and we just clicked, and it just worked.
That's a very like, lucky like I was gonna say, you got really lucky.
The universe had my back for sure.
What's Mike's star sign?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, wait, what is he?
Oh, maybe he's a Libra.
God. No, he told me. Oh my god, I've asked him this like 10 times, and he's probably gonna like listen to this and be like, I fucking told you like 10 times, bitch. Like I literally just texted him recently because I forgot it, and I was just like, why do I feel like it's like a Leo? Oh, watch it not be a Leo. Watch him be like, it's not that.
You thought I was a Leo?
It's literally not that.
Yeah.
But I'll find out. I'll let you guys know. I'll hit you guys up.
Got you.
With the deets. Yes. With the astrology deets.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Overall, it's great song. I love that song.
Thank you.
So just for the next one, we got Rumor Has It. So
yeah,
something I really appreciate. But I haven't drank any water. Let me drink some
water. Love that. Good job.
Monet,
I thought you were saying you've been drinking wine. I was like, oh, pass me the bottle.
Monet, you take this one because I need to drink water.
Yeah, take your time. You're good. So we got notes written down here. This one's a little bit darker. Like slightly, like you got like nice little guitar synth vibe going on. Like we like that a lot.
Thank you.
And it seems like there's reflective and then there's reflexive. And by reflexive, I mean like kind of like saying like, I'm probably using this term wrong. I'm sorry to any like English like majors or people who care about that stuff, but
no, I use words wrong all the time.
I thought you were gonna say English like, speakers.
English speaker. I know. I almost said that too. I'm like, wait. But like it's like talking about like yourself, but also to like it seems like you're talking to a group of people almost. Does that make sense? Kind of like what do you think? Like how would you feel if like this happened? Like, you know, does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, with that, Rumor Has It, I feel like I just also my situation was like it was kind of like public, like not like not like that, but like a lot of people knew about it and had a lot to say about it and had a lot of like advice to give me, and like that was just me being frustrated, being kind of like being frustrated not only with myself not being able to deal with it and trying to figure out my own, but also being like not only trying to like do it figure it out internally, but also having all these people telling you, well, you should do this, well, you should do that, or you should feel this way. And I'm like, well, it was pretty much me just being frustrated, being like, well, what the hell would you do if you were in this situation? You know,
right?
Like,
and you're like talking to all these people that have said that.
Like, and then like just pretty much like talking, like just a bunch of people talking about your business pretty much. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I mean, yeah, you confide in certain people, but at the same time, it's like you don't want everyone, like, it's not something necessarily you want everyone to know, or it's like not something like, you know what I mean, when you're going through it, it's not something you're like
Yeah.
proud of, like, you know what I mean, you're not like, hey guys, like my
Yeah.
life's fucked up, come talk to me about it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what I mean, like rumor has it she's doing this, and like there's just like a lot of talk about it, I guess, like amongst people. So I was just like, well, what would you do about it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song has a lot of I feel like it's very vulnerable kind of, because it, you know, it talks about like well, I do want to say this, I love how it switches from first to third, like I don't know if that's third person, I think it is, yeah, saying like,
Yeah.
you know, talking in your perspective and then saying rumor has it he said she said, like talking about as if
Yeah.
you're part of the group. That was really cool because it's like an immersive kind of thing where it's like, okay,
Thank you. Yeah.
you know, I appreciate that. And I love that the ending when you kind of switch it up and you're like, yeah, the rumors are true. And
Yeah.
you know, that part especially, like it hit, you know, hit kind of hard. It's just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I like that. Normally artists, I feel like would what's the term I'm trying to say, would like inch towards that, trying to get the person to think it. But I like how you were kind of
Yeah.
outright and being like, nah, like it's true.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
don't like
Yeah.
stop like it being it's not a rumor anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
just the truth.
Yeah.
That was just mostly frustration, to be honest with you, being like,
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean, being so frustrated, and like having people talk and be like, yeah, it's fucking, yeah, I am a mess right now,
Yeah.
I'm not okay right now, and like that's
Right.
okay to not always be 100%, you know,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
talk all you want, and it's true, you know. So it's just
Yeah.
out of kind of frustration, being like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I have so many things going on, and people voices telling me what to do, and it's like, yeah, like just pretty much acceptance in it, you know, being like, yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, it's cool that you were able to take
Mhm.
a, you know, like a negative experience and kind of shape it towards like, oh, I'm going to do something creative with it, you know. And
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
kind of put it towards your own kind of vibe. So yeah, that's cool.
Music is for sure my therapy. Like I know like a lot of people say that corny, but like seriously, it's like what got me through quarantine. It's
true.
what got me through this situation. Like it's just it's so therapeutic for me. Even half the songs that you'll like other people will never hear that are just for kind of yourself. Just it's so
Mhm.
therapeutic.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Now this one, like I feel like a lot of people can get in touch with it too, especially like folks that are having to deal with like, you know, bullying, gossip, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
just having to going through it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think it's cool that people, they kind of need to hear that. I feel like it's good that you kind of talk about like, yeah, that's true, that's what I'm going through, and that it's okay
Yeah.
to not be okay. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I just want to keep it going here.
Yep.
For number 4,
I
we
got
got
you.
Bad Decision 2.0. So I'm curious, yeah,
Yeah.
the rework, because you had the
Yes.
original. So was that a was the original one? Was it, because I could tell the mix sounded a bit better on the album?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, was that the main reason you just wanted to redo like the vocals and stuff like that, or was it you know, I like that you kept the original one
Yeah.
up. Normally people wouldn't. I like that you kept like,
Yeah, that's cool.
that's interesting.
Yeah. I just
like
I
that.
kind of
Yeah.
I don't know if that was like I didn't even really think of taking it down. If I'm being honest, I was just like, I kind
Uh-huh.
of like both versions. They're
Yeah.
both kind of unique in their own way. So just why not,
Right.
you know?
Like if you
Um,
prefer that one, you can listen
Yeah.
to it.
I feel like also like the second version, we added a few more vocals and stuff and a few more like darker tones that were like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was a mix of kind of just like a poppy kind of like thing, but also like a darker toned like lyric wise and stuff. So like, and added a few more darker vocals. So like, I feel like it just went with the like the main project better, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, I'll keep the other one up because like I like the vibe of that one, but this one fits better with the project I'm trying to put out.
Got you. Right.
Yeah.
Like that one, the first version just standalone, like good for itself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like it was just perfectionism also. Like you said, how did that kind of come about? Is it literally me just being like, oh wait, actually I heard something that I like want to fix. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wanting to add
Yeah.
it on the album, I guess, in general, but then being like, I need to fix some things first.
Yeah.
Just a few pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this one has to be one of the most catchy songs on the album. Like it's like I hear it
you.
in my head. Like since listening to your music, it like plays every like couple times out of the day. I'm like, yep, that's
Woo.
good. That's
This
good.
one's more
Yeah.
upbeat for sure. This is like the
Yeah.
I can feel the album building, and this one really brings it, like, you know, it's really pushing it. I like that. It's like it's getting, you know, you're talking more
Yeah.
about like regret and guilt and warning signs, and it's really
Yeah.
pushing the narrative upwards in the kind of climactic
Yeah.
kind of deal. So that's
Mhm.
again with the thematic thing, it fits perfectly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was just kind of also like with I guess it went from like kind of like the like rumor has it, and Blame on Me kind of being like frustrated and just kind of being mad at the world, I guess. You know what I mean? Kind of
Mhm.
in a way, you like when you go through these things, or at least like I'll admit I did in this, like I victimized myself and I'd be like, why me? You know? And I wanted to find ways to cope with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have like a problem or anything, but you know what I mean? Like being younger and
Yeah.
stuff, and then your friends want to go out and stuff, and you'd be like, fuck it. Like, and I'm a very cautious
Yeah.
like person that doesn't like to go out and stuff. But like during this time, I was just like, I don't even give, it was one of those points where I was like, I don't even give a fuck. Let's make some fucked up decisions. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
You know?
But, like consciously, like you're just like, I know I'm doing it,
Yeah.
but I'm still gonna do it.
Like you just
Yeah.
kind of give up a little bit in your mind. You're just like, fuck it. Like you don't even like try to fix or work on things in yourself. You're just like, whatever. You just kind of, you know, go down
Yeah,
and
put that
back.
on the back burner.
I
for
could have
now.
gone down a
Yeah.
worse path. I'm grateful that I like, you know what I mean? Stop myself and was like, whoa, what are you doing here? You know?
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
definitely part of the story.
yeah, there's
Mhm.
definitely a line where it's just like, fuck, man, like, oh,
Yeah.
everything's just happening, you know, and it's just
Mhm.
like, it's good to let it out, you know. This
Yeah,
one
like-
feels like it's a good release. you
Yeah,
know,
and you're
release of
acknowledging that like it's a bad decision too. It's like in a
Yeah.
not even like regretful way, but more just like reflective.
Yeah.
Like I'm going out and doing this and I know it, but like that's just a consequence. It's a consequence.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a product of like what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, self-aware. I like the way that these songs are very like, I don't know. It feels like I remember going through a lot of the same, like similar when I was in high school. It's a lot of like,
Mhm.
you know, Jesus, you know, like just going through it.
Oh, for
and,
sure.
And it's like a lot of the same, just kind of, I don't want to keep saying themes, kind of a lot of the same, but that's what I mean, I guess. A lot of the same like
Yeah.
ideas and stuff like that. So I think people again can really connect with it. And that also brings me to the next song, which
Yeah, thank
has
you.
some of my favorite lyrics on the whole thing on
Oh.
Balance on the interlude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because it's super,
Yeah, the interludes are really cool.
yeah,
Some of my
super
favorites.
super intimate song. You know,
Thank you.
and it's very, now it's starting to like kind of calm down a bit. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Bad Decisions is kind of like the, you know, and then now it's kind of slowing down a little bit and
Yeah.
like let's take it easy.
Right. The final
Um,
act of the first phase of the album.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go.
Mhm.
I'm so glad somebody got the idea I was going for. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. There's a lyric in here that I was like, damn, where is it? Oh, because I wrote it down because I liked it.
Oh, thank
How am I supposed to hold on when I need to let go? That
Yeah.
line, because I was
Mhm.
like, damn, because that does happen a lot where it's like you'll be like, you know, I know this is something I need to let go of, right?
Yeah.
Like, but everyone's telling you you have to disassociate yourself with it, but it's like it's just so difficult to do so, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause something's
for
holding you to it. So it's like, damn.
Right.
Yeah, I felt like connected to that specifically, that line.
Mhm.
That means
And
I'm
I-
so
I like how
happy that you
Mhm.
connected with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like how you describe it as losing your balance too. Yeah,
Ah,
because it's like
thank
balance
you.
can work in different connotations, like having, like literal like balance, like you're standing, or having
Yeah.
balance like in your life, having a balance of like
Yes.
good and bad. You know, like a
for
balance
sure,
is
for
needed
sure.
everywhere. Yeah,
That's for sure. You guys, you were like, I wonder if we got the ideas right. You guys hit the nail right on the head. Like you guys knew that. I'm so happy that somebody like understand. I mean, however everyone wants to interpret it, I think it's just amazing. But like, just it's so cool that you guys like got what I meant. You know what I mean? Because like I
Yeah.
was like, maybe this might just be for me. No one else may get it, but like,
Mhm.
you know,
That's a really
Um,
satisfying feeling to like,
yeah,
someone
it's
gets
so
it, yeah.
cool. It's so
Mhm.
cool because like some people just, I feel like think of, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but like some people just think of music on a surface level, like, oh, boop, 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 like just like for like a
Yeah.
little moment or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool when people like
Mhm.
really dive deep and like it makes them really feel something, you know?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Mhm.
Do
And
you
I'm glad we can
find
provide that like
Mhm.
realization. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, the interludes, I feel like they almost act as a checkpoint to
Yeah.
introduce
Yeah.
the next thing, right? So the intro is like, you know, anger, regret, stuff like that, and then there's balance, which kind of
Yeah.
introduces like, okay, I'm gonna start trying to stabilize and kind of analyze what's going on, like
Yes.
figuring it
Yeah.
out, and then healing, which signifies getting through it and coming to the other side.
Yes.
like you say in the
Yeah.
song. So it's kind of like I like how it's like a book. It's like chapters, you know. It's
Yeah,
phases, if you
yeah,
will.
good
you know?
analogy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that something you were intending, like in the interludes, to be sort of like a re-intro to each emotion on the album?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, honestly, because I feel like I had like these, I feel like I made some of the, like the balance actually I made like, was one of the first ones I made too, which is like ironic. But pretty much I wanted to have like a little stepping stone into like the next, like you said, like I guess like chapter of the book or like chapter of the story, kind of, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I had these songs and like, I mean, I was at some points I was just kind of like vibing in the studio, whatever, like writing what I was feeling and stuff. I didn't know if they would like end up in there. I was like, I don't know if they're long enough, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I was like making the track list and stuff and like really like trying to like tell a story with it, I was just like you guys said, I kind of need like I felt like some parts needed, they were good all together, but they needed some stepping stones or like
something to take it to that next level, because it's such a
was
big
like
jump.
a transition, you know what I mean? That it was like like yes, it has parts, it has elements of like the resentment and all that, but then it kind of is shifting your focus a little bit and being like, but now we're kind of going towards this half, you know, this portion of the story of feelings.
It almost feels
you know?
like a box, like I guess you could say like a 180, because you end up on a kind of a different perspective, but it's like it's like a turning, like Isaiah said, like a turning point. You turning,
yeah,
and then it's like you're going in a different direction than you were going before. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I feel like they all kind of like it's like a little like it helps it helps them out. They help each other out, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it kind of is like guiding you to the next part. So yeah.
I hate to put you on the spot, Monet, but that made me laugh. Monet sneezed. She sneezed so hard, but she muted her mic right when she did it. And I was trying not to because Carly was explaining something like important, and Monet went like that, but she muted her mic. She muted it for a second. She muted it for a second, and it made me laugh because I didn't know you could mute and unmute that quick.
I know that. Damn, she did it. I didn't even notice it.
Like
oh my god! Yeah, she did it like 0.2 seconds. I need to learn how to do that.
I was trying to I almost missed it. I almost didn't press mute.
My camera turned off just now, and that gave me time to
laugh.
to laugh. Oh my god!
Like, it's funny when I start laughing again. I see Isaiah like little chuckle. Yeah.
No, but to continue with what you're saying, I appreciate that was something that we were trying to do with kind of with like some of the Here in Color stuff, which was like trying to make it so that, you know, at least, well, I don't know if it was a conscious thing we did, at least the way I see it, some of the songs have like, they're connected in the way that they start sad and they go kind of happier and stuff like that. And I like how, you have it so that it's guided, you know, so you have it so that it's like, yeah, this is for that, this is for that, this is for that. And they all kind of go together. And it's kind of like, it's like a, you know, like a guide. I think that's pretty cool.
It felt like some of the puzzle pieces were missing, if that makes sense, and then that kind of like fit them together. Found the little missing pieces.
Yeah, and interludes too. Like just having interludes are cool. Like people, I feel like I haven't seen as many albums with interludes lately, but I like having I like when projects have just like a little, you know, like a smaller song just to get the point across.
Yeah, I really like that too.
Just to be direct about it and stuff like that. So
I feel like you don't hear that a lot anymore. To be honest.
And it's refreshing too, because it's just like nice. It's just like short and sweet.
Yeah.
And
sometimes those are the best ones, because then you're like, damn, I wish it was longer.
Yeah, it's like keeps you like waiting for more. Yeah.
Because this song, I think it's the perfect length, and like the keys give it a really 90s like R&B kind of feel to it, I think. And the harmonies are really like on this one. I was like, they're really effective, the way that they're placed and the way that they are carried out. The song, they're really effective, like towards the end area of it. And, you know, so yeah, I think the fact that it's like short and sweet and kind of to the point just works perfect for the whole narrative, you know. I
definitely like that. This balance was like one of those ones where I was just literally like this. I literally like I explained it to like one of the guys I was working with. Oh my god, who was it? Oh my god, he's so cool. He works at the Grill too. I'd have to. Oh my god, you might have to tag him like in the post production, but like he was so good too. He did like the keys and stuff. He's really good with like keys and making beats and stuff. And I was just like, I just want like think dreamy, spacey, like cloud, and then like he literally
space.
And then once everything kind of came together, I was like, this is one of my favorite songs I feel like I've ever done, because I was like, this feels like me, like it feels like my DNA, like put into musical form, if that makes sense.
And I like that.
Cool. Dude, I haven't even heard it described like that too. That's cool.
I like how people that I've talked to tend to say, we talked to Araya about this last week, where his song that he felt most connected to was also kind of one of the more minimal ones. And I find the same thing here, where the songs that are most like internally connected to the person tend to be the ones that have the least amount of instrumentation, because I feel like it's the most open door into the person's
raw.
like,
Yeah.
you know, that's interesting. I'm starting to see like a kind of a cool pattern like that, where it's like, yeah, and I like that too. It's the more minimal ones are more direct into the person's kind of soul and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. Also, Monet's poor little fan is.
You hear it, don't
that?
you?
It's going.
It's just whirring because I got like my 62 tabs open. No, I'm just kidding.
Gotta make sure the
Oh.
computer doesn't overheat.
Poor buddy,
yeah,
little buddy.
It's,
No, it's not that loud.
I can cook eggs on my computer right now.
Dang.
My computer
Yeah.
used to do that at San Jose State when I would play The Sims in class, and it would be obvious that I was playing The Sims in class because it would be going like airplane, like
Not The
Start
Sims.
whirring.
it was The Sims, and you know what? I used to play The Sims, and this is gonna sound sad at first, but I think it's funny. I used to play The Sims because I was kind of depressed in college, and so I played The Sims to feel better. But then my sim got depressed in the game.
Oh my god!
Wait, oh my god.
And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
yo, what happened?
So you're
You're
trying to
you're
like
supposed to be my scapegoat. Like you're
I
supposed to be
know.
happy for
My
me.
I'm
sim
supposed to
got
live
all
vicariously
sad.
through you.
Right.
Fuck.
I was like, oh my
Oh.
god. And so I just played like, I don't know, I think I played like apps, like phone games at that point. I think
It makes me
You're
so
like,
something more simple.
You ruined the sim, so you gotta move on. Ugh.
it makes me so sad hearing that other people were sad. I'm like, I want to help. Like, what can I do?
I know,
Are
right?
you doing okay now? Is
I'm
that
better now. I appreciate
okay?
yeah.
Good. Good.
I was just San Jose State. It was good school, but too far, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
study. I was studying political science, and I was like,
Oh my god. Yeah, that's intense.
yeah. I was
Dude,
like,
I'm so
eh.
glad you came to back over here and go to
Yeah.
DVC, do what you really like.
No, yeah,
Really love.
DVC's up, just great.
Yeah.
Best experience I've had so far, meeting people and stuff like that. You
I
know,
mean, everything happens for a reason too, or at least I believe that everything happens for a reason. So
yeah.
I believe so too.
Let me see here.
So I guess
My
yeah, that brings
computer's-
us in to. Let me keep scrolling here.
yeah. Sorry, I keep talking so much.
No, you're all good.
Oh,
We're
that's
actually doing
nice.
we're actually doing pretty good on time right now. I thought
Mm-hmm.
we were longer, but we're only at like, yeah, we're still doing pretty good.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
cool. I'm keeping my talking good.
Oh,
Okay,
dude, you're
with
fine.
The
We have you here to talk, so
More the
it'll be
better.
That's
like
true.
really-
That's true.
Yeah, we can't be like, all right, only 3 sentences, thanks. Like
I know. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna be talking for like an hour, and you're like, okay, we haven't gotten to like song 3 yet.
no,
Oh, yeah, we're getting through it. Yeah, we're like halfway through. So
Oh dang! All
Yeah.
right.
believe we're on redo now.
we also have some fan questions for you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
let's go. Let's do this.
I'm
Let's go.
scared but
Do you want
excited.
do you want to do that now? Now that we're at a halfway point.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We got through
Okay,
the first.
Monet,
phase.
did you
Sorry, I
have
have to
any-
keep saying that.
Did you get any? Did you get any more?
I didn't receive. I did not.
Okay, so
receive
we have like 2 or something. Let me see.
All
I
right.
think we have about 2 right now. Let me check. Oh, I don't have it ready. Okay, Monet. Monet, sing something. Intermission us.
Oh my god.
La
Wait,
da da
yeah.
da. It's not even. It's not going to be like my real singing. I was kidding.
Why
oh,
not?
See? Like my camera didn't want to hear it. No.
No, I think they just know that you're scared and they're trying to.
Right. They're like, we're trying to help you. We're trying to hide you for you.
Okay. Oh, I'll wait till her camera's
Right.
back on.
We gotta.
I think we're ready. Am I? No, we're good. All right, we're good.
Okay.
There
So-
you are.
Monet, should I do? Oh, I haven't even shown you these, Monet. How unprofessional of me.
You have it.
Okay, well I'll do this one because okay. So this one's
How dare
from.
you?
So it says okay.
Mhm.
It says who does she want to collab with? Do you have anyone on your
Oh.
radar that you're looking at trying to work with right now? Someone local or not?
Oh man. I mean, because I feel like I'm open to collabing with like really anyone. Like I'm really down to go to the studio with anyone and like just see what happens. You know, what if it meshes, if it
Mhm.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Specifically, I feel like I have like dream people that I'd like. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like,
Oh yeah.
So who would some of those be?
oh my god. There's this one artist. Her name's Gaida.
Okay.
Mhm.
With 2 A's. Oh my god, she her voice and stuff and her just like vibe is just like so amazing. Like I would die. There's also this one artist that I feel like I like some like main artists, like obviously like I would say like Kehlani or Janae Aiko, like
Yeah.
they're like both amazing. And like even Ariana Grande, like I obviously get like a bunch of inspiration from her, like it'd be amazing. But like I like a lot of underground people as well. Like, there's this one girl
Yeah.
who she like put me on her story one time and I was like, oh my God, like I'm dead. Like, I think she's from Australia or New Zealand. Her name's Joy. Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
She like produces like her
Mhm.
own beats and stuff. She does her own
Oh,
vocal
dang, yeah.
recording and stuff. And she's so good. Like, also an obvious one, Tinashe. She does the same thing. I wish I knew how to like vocally produce my
Oh.
own stuff. She like
Yeah.
they're both so amazing. I would
Mhm.
love to work with one of them. I mean, male wise, I'm like, oh, I haven't said anything else. I mean, obviously, like Isaiah, like I'm so down. Oh, and you too, Monet. Like, if you guys want to get in the studio, I'm going Saturday. If you guys
Yeah.
want to come, slide
Saturday.
through.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I'm being
Oh, that's
serious.
so
Like, I'm not kidding.
cool.
But yeah.
I
So
would
if
come
you
if
guys,
I weren't out of town. Like,
It's
we're
all
gonna
good,
have to
girl.
like
It's all
do
good.
something. Yeah, we'll see. We'll
For
see.
sure.
Yeah.
but
I'm always down.
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm just like, I'm really open to like just anyone really, you know, like just seeing what happens.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. Yeah.
And that's really good because I feel like I'm very reserved when it comes to that sort of thing because I'm more of like I want to observe and like make sure that I can trust this person to like
yeah.
Make sure it's a fit.
like
I mean,
yeah
'cause
exactly.
sometimes like I feel like sometimes it's just not gonna like work, you know what I mean? Or like even if it's like good, it's just not the right fit for the song, or like you know what I mean? You like so
Yeah.
like it's just like I'm down to like just see what happens because it's always the ones that you don't expect that end up really
True.
cool. So
yeah. And you
It's
never
meant-
know until you really try.
if it's
Yeah,
meant to
for
be.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
that's something I was looking at too because I remember oh actually Araya, he asked me to play guitar on one of his songs on his EP, and I don't really do R&B like that, you know. I mean, I'm in Sun Baby, but I play bass, so I could kind of get away with it. But he wanted me to do like a guitar solo. I really don't know that style that much, but I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll try it. Yeah, and he ended up using it, so we kept it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about like what you're saying, like about risks and stuff like that. It's all
yeah.
taking risks, and that's
Which the
super
irony
important.
if you know me is just so funny. Like I bet you my parents are gonna listen to this and be like, you're literally like a pussy. Like what? Calm down, girl.
They comment that like on the video.
No, my dad is
Right.
like a joke. My dad's a jokester like that. My dad like says jokes and stuff where I have to apologize for him because people think he's just being an asshole, but he doesn't get that people don't know he's joking. So
Oh my
he's
gosh, that's
he
really
would do
funny,
that.
though.
He probably will comment underneath your post. I'm just warning you. He
Oh,
will.
As long as it's your dad and you know that it's funny to me. I love
I'm just gonna
that.
pretend like I don't.
Like,
I'm
I'm-
gonna be like, who's this old man? It's like, I don't know.
like who are you? Yeah, no, that's funny. Though. I
Just
love
kidding. I
that.
love my dad.
Oh, that's funny. Monet, should we do the second one?
Yeah, the second fan question,
Yeah, did I show you the one?
or
Let me text it to you.
no,
Let me text you.
or
can
did you
approve
want
it.
to save it for
the
gotcha.
end? You know what? It might be better at the end because it's more of a over,
Yeah, we can like savor
You
it.
know what I'm saying? One of those things.
sure.
What, one of those?
One of those. I had a question and I just forgot it, and now I'm thinking about it. I had one I was like curious about. Monet, but check that one out. Let me know what you think.
It's good. Yes,
It's good.
yes. Yeah, but let's like I think we should save it for the end for sure.
Okay, so you
or like at least not now, at least later, so we could spread out the fan questions.
okay. So you were introducing number 6, right?
Oh yeah. We are on a redo.
Redo.
That's interesting because it's like a total flip around from, I like put the blame on me. I made bad decision.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
it's like let's actually take a step back. Like let's redo something. So what would you
Yeah.
say was like the goal, the message of this song?
Oh man. Well, this was also because I was just in a hard space. I feel like I just I aligned, or I pretty much like didn't really. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of how
Take
to
your
like
time,
come
you're good.
about this because like
Mm,
I'm. It's scary being vulnerable. So pretty
very
much
true.
I had a group of people and I was surrounding myself with the wrong things and the wrong people.
Mhm.
Pretty much, and but I was so like, what's ironic is I'm okay being alone until it gets to that point, I guess, to where like I'm okay being alone, but then I'm at the same time afraid to be alone. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the
So-
same way. I'm the same way. I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
It's like,
So I was in a situation where I didn't like make the best decisions in line with the best people or the people that had best interest for me. And so I was starting to see that, and I was starting to like, I mean, I had to, and then you know when you fall out with people, but then like maybe like you guys weren't the best for it's not, and I'm not like gonna put it like a one-sided thing. Like I probably wasn't what was best for them either. You know how some people just come into your life for a certain time, for certain lessons to learn, and then you guys both go kind of your separate ways. You wish them the best, like, and so that a situation of falling out kind of happened, and it really shook me because I was already like, I feel like going through a lot, and like I felt like I was using those people and those situations that I was putting myself in as an emotional crutch to not deal with what was actually going on. So then it was
very
me
easy
kind
thing
of
to do,
panicking and being like, and I'm an overthinker too, so I would overthink the situations and like be like, is there something I could have done differently? You know what I mean? Is there maybe if the situation had gone this way instead of that way, if we could have just like rewind the tape, you know, maybe it could have gone different. It was me just not really wanting to like, not necessarily that it was like, because like now in the future, looking back, you know, like I feel like a lot of the time you'll look back at situations and be like, oh, it was a good thing that like, you know what I mean? It was what was best.
Yeah.
Like to like end up where you are now, even though it sucked at the time. It's what, and like it's just kind of like the battle, and it was kind of like the emotional battle in my head, like not wanting to accept that part of my life was over, and like that, and I'm a person that doesn't like change either, so like that all this change was happening, but also being like I want to redo, but then there's also the parts where it's like where I was like I think there's a lyric in there that's pretty much saying that like it's over and stuff, but like here, sorry, I'm trying to think of the exact lyric.
I feel like you got to point out something that I wanted to mention as well. Yeah,
it's like a specific lyric. Oh my god, what is it? Here, let me look it up real quick. Like,
in like the second verse or something.
Because like it's on the tip of my tongue. But it's like pretty much the I know it's for the best. Wish you nothing but the best. But like it's like, but it doesn't make it hurt any less.
Oh yeah.
So it's I know that what's happening is for my I'm trusting that it's for my highest good, and I know in my heart that it's what needed to happen, and like honestly I'm kind of glad it did, because I wouldn't have been able to pull the trigger myself, you know, or like I wouldn't have been able like to stop it myself, and I know because I know myself, but like it doesn't make it suck any less, you know, it doesn't make the pain or like, because at that point, even if like something happened between people, something like situation sucked or whatever, you still like you were around those people in those situations for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like you did care about you care about those people. You care about like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and you have love for them, and it's like you had good times, you know, there was a reason you were still there for holding on.
Yeah.
Right. And you grow together to grow apart sometimes too.
And
like
it's
someone
okay.
that's meant to be in your life for a long time, you'll know it usually.
I mean, even if like some bad, like even like there's no, like for me, like with just anyone or any situation at this point, it's just like, there's no bad blood. I wish everyone the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we all learned things from each other, you know, and we got what we needed. We had good times. And if it's just that, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy the good times you've had with people in the past.
You can, yeah, for sure. And you can choose to remember those good times, you know?
Right. And I wanted to point out specific lyrics from there, and correct me if we have these lyrics wrong. But I like how it says, let's see, when did our arguments become so reckless? Trust turned to resentment. If you ever figure it out, let me know. Now you're someone I don't recognize. Was that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I like that because
Thank you.
It's weird, like especially like when you're younger, like late teens and like 20s, and I can't speak for adulthood, I don't know, but
oh yeah, forgot.
We're adults.
Oh, we are technically adults, but
I don't feel like one. I feel like I'm 17.
Either.
I've never done my taxes yet, so
oh no,
we'll see what happens.
They're scary. They and my parents know how to do them so easy. I'm like, I don't. It looks like mumbo jumbo. What the fuck? So I
they've
just
been
do
doing it for
TurboTax.
years.
TurboTax.
Yeah.
Shout out TurboTax.
We left TurboTax.
They're not sponsored. We're just kidding. We're taking it out.
TurboTax.
Yeah,
Unless they pay us. Unless they pay you guys, I'm gonna get you guys a sponsorship.
Yes, TurboTax come through. No,
TurboTax.
but yeah. it just it's interesting how when you grow apart from someone, even if it's like depending on the relationship you had with them, if it was like if it's been a few months, maybe a few years since you've grown apart, seeing them like now is weird. Because I actually saw an old friend the other day, and it's like, wow, I feel like you're seeing me so differently now, and that could be a good thing because you're like, oh, yeah, like it kind of reminds you of how far you've come and like what you've done,
for sure.
Because they're seeing that out of nowhere.
It's so weird. It's such a weird experience. I would like seeing people like from. I recently hit up my some of my friends from K through 8th, from like old like that like old, and I was like, let's make a Zoom call, see what's up. And I got some people and they're like, yeah, we're down, but we can't set a date. But it's just like it's a weird like I don't know how to. I remember how I was when I used to talk to them because I was kind of acted insane in like I was like making what noise I was doing. All stuff. I was like an insane kid. But so
the class clown.
Yeah, well, I tried. I think I wanted to be, but I don't think I was succeeding at it.
It's funny hearing you say that. No,
yeah,
I think that's why we're friends. We're both low-key class clowns. Want to be class clowns.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how people grow and change and either fall apart or
change.
Feelings fade.
Yup. I mean, not even just fade, but like you guys are saying, everyone grows at their own pace. Everyone's at their own, like learning at their own pace. So it's like, and eventually, like when you guys aren't at that same pace, you guys aren't at that same place, it's
moving at different speeds.
Yeah. And then just also like people changing while you're changing. It's crazy because like, if you think about it, like, it seems like logically, like it would make sense that not everyone's in your life the whole time, but then it sucks when it fucking happens. But it's like, looking at it, it's like, they're a totally different person to me. They have a totally different personality. And then like, and then they're doing their own thing. They have a completely different path than I do. So it's like, it's just interesting because like, it makes sense that not everyone's meant to be in your life forever. You know what I mean? To where like, what was the lyric, the someone I don't recognize, like where you know someone so well. And then like, not even just in the future when you run into them, but just in general, like from both changing and growing, being like, I don't even recognize you from who I thought who you were before, Right. It's just interesting how quick things can change like that.
Yeah. Folks are having kids now. That's crazy.
I know.
Oh no.
Like,
not me. No, thank you.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
We'll be waiting. Oh man, it's crazy. People are getting married too. Yeah. I have friends that are engaged. Like
fucking wild.
To each other or different people?
Yes, both. I have friends that have been engaged and friends that have been engaged.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yes,
that is really cute.
Good for them.
Congrats to them.
Let's put their Instagram. We'll shout them out.
Let's shout everyone out.
Not all of them have stayed engaged, I will say. But
tea.
But
I want to talk about that. No, just kidding.
We'll have them on the show next week.
Right.
We'll have everyone. We'll talk to them.
Fuck the musicians. We just want to know what's happening with the engagement.
I know, like forget music. We just want to talk about the tea.
So okay, so next track we got the True Colors with the with the homies.
Yes.
So how did that who brought that to the was that you hit them up, or how did that kind of form? Or it felt like a really natural, from what I hear on the song, it feels like a really natural thing. Everyone's flows are pretty feels like it makes sense.
Yeah, that was literally me on a whim, just asking both of them if they wanted to come to the studio, and then we all were just hanging out and just kind of talking, because like, I guess with my studio sessions and like the people who work with me, they come to find it's like kind of like a therapy session. I kind of feel bad. I feel like I should be paying them more than I do to like hear me like rant and all that shit. And I was kind of just like going through it and like, like with situations with people and things, and like just like finding out things about people and situations, and like opening your eyes to things that you didn't see before. I guess like the true colors or whatever. And I was just telling them how I was like feeling about it, and like they were just giving me advice. And then we were just like, Mike had a beat that he had made, and then we just kind of played it, and then Bree and I were just kind of writing, and so it's TJ. We were just kind of like all kind of freestyling little ideas, and then it just kind of came together, and we all just were like, get in the booth, you do that part, and let's add a harmony here, and like it just kind of came together like that. It was a very organic,
like
on the spot actually.
I listen to that song like so much in the car, like trying to learn everyone's
Yeah.
parts, trying to sing along to it. That video, the video, did you film at DVC?
Yeah, the video is so cool.
Yeah, part of it was at DVC. We were trying to go at this like kind of more abandoned parking lot look, but then it didn't work out because like quarantine and like a lot of it was like closed down.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
then actually the security guard from DVC came by a few times. And so that was interesting. But yeah, it was
wanted you guys to
partly-
leave.
Kind of, but then like the guy that we did the music video with, his name's Mike too, actually. He's a videographer. He actually went to DVC, just I think got his degree or graduated.
Okay.
Congrats. Woo.
Yeah, I
And-
saw that on his Instagram. Congrats, Mike. His name's Mike, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
congrats.
really talented too. Him and his girlfriend Melissa, she's a photographer. She's so talented too. Bree had known of them, and she kind of referred us, and we were like, let's do a music video for it. And yeah, and then we did some at their house. This was all during quarantine too. And it was kind of like when things were kind of getting bad. So like
Oh yeah.
we really had to like make things work. You know what I mean? So like we
Yeah.
had a lot of obstacles, but like we made it work.
Yeah, that's cool. Mike, is that Mustard Monument?
Yeah, Mustard Monuments.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I remember seeing
forgot
that
the name of
the
Instagram.
name plug on Instagram. It's got hella views. Monet was telling me about 54K or
Dude, when
something.
I saw that, I was like, Isaiah. You know,
Yeah.
True Colors has like what? It's like 55K.
I remember it. I remember it going. It was popping off, but I didn't realize it had like grown that much since last time I checked. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, I don't like being. I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, yeah, like get more views, but like, I think
Yeah.
it's because like seeing like someone that like, even though I just met you, someone that I
Yeah.
know and like some respect, like their work being recognized like that. I'm just like, man, like good for
Thanks,
you.
yeah.
Like it should be that way.
Yeah, all of us worked our ass off on that video. That's for fucking sure.
I could
and
tell.
like everyone was so talented and like spent such a long time working on it and like trying to make it the best it could be with like
Yeah.
the circumstances at hand. So it was really cool. Like I actually kind of forgot that because like whenever I release something, I get nervous and then I kind of just like get scared to look at it.
I do
and
too.
so
Oh,
I did the
I
same
get
thing.
it, dude. I totally understand.
I don't
that.
look at
Yeah.
my phone. Oh, I do. I lied. I do, but I like to not look at it for a little.
like I
bit.
get scared. Like I want to look, but I'm scared. So
Yeah.
and like we did do like a little like ad run or something, but like after that we were like, holy shit! Like I looked and I was like, are these fake people or is my dad watching it like 10 times every
Yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes or something?
Right,
Like I don't
like-
understand. It was crazy. I was like, wow, like it was really cool.
Production value is very high on that video, and you guys did very well. Like,
the wardrobe.
thank
everything.
you.
yeah, like I want to say like not. I don't know if stage presence is the right word, but like video presence, like screen presence. when it comes to like lip syncing and everything, you guys made
Oh,
it
yeah,
look very
thank you.
professional. Mhm.
Yeah, I hadn't really done that many. Like I had never really done like a full on production video like that. So like
Mhm.
I mean, it was a long production
I
day,
bet.
let me
I
tell you.
understand.
But
And
yeah,
lip
like
syncing's hard.
yeah, and then like
It's
how many
hard.
takes? Like everyone thinks it's like, oh, like I mean, some people can do it. Like like some rappers and stuff. I'm like, how the fuck do they do that? Like they just go in like like
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Like I'm like, I had to like do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And also thanks to Mike's editing and like and skills and lighting and like and his team too. His team was so good. Like it like he has a whole team with him and it's so cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you guys had a good like trio. I mean, you all three of you seem to have a really good
Yeah, you're like a
chemistry.
power group.
power group.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to get them to make an R&B group. No, I'm just kidding. But
I would follow
they-
that. That would be so.
They
cool.
said no. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, for sure. They're I mean, it's not hard when they're super talented and like they're both really good at like just like off the cuff kind of stuff, which is like I feel like,
Mm.
and I'm not, which is like funny. So like it just like worked really well. I feel like because like I was just explaining my situation and they were just like da 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 picture perfect. I was worried that
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, on the
like you know what I
spot,
mean,
too.
like. And then I was just like, that's good. I like that. Like, let's add that in. You know what I mean? So it was just like very organic, which
Yeah.
I thought was really cool too. Cause I'd never like I said, I'm like a planner type person. So it was really cool to have it come together really organically like that and like work
Mhm.
out so well.
It's interesting how folks are collaborating like who never like we were talking in the I keep referencing the last episode because I'm remembering that it's like Araya was when he said he talked to 12 rounds, he was like, I never really talked to him before, but it's the first time now I did. And we were like, yeah, funny enough, like during COVID of all times, now people are starting to collaborate more because
Yeah.
you know, and it's like it's interesting to see how people vibe together. And you guys do it super well. Like I could tell it's like
Oh, thank you.
I can't wait to see, like I hope you guys can do that one live.
Yeah. Oh
you know,
man. That'd be
Oh,
so
I
Spam
really
each other.
sick.
I'm trying
It
to
was so
put
cool.
together, if anybody, I mean, if this like goes into the episode, I'm trying to put together a live show, a safe live show, like outdoors for people.
So down,
If anyone wants
so
to be a part
down.
of it with a bunch of different artists, like I want to like everyone to have a chance to kind of get back out there. If
Yeah.
anybody is down to help out with that, be a part of it, hit me up because I'm trying to do something like maybe
Please.
midsummer.
I'll swipe your
Please,
email.
dude,
Put your
please.
email
Like
there.
when you said that to us the
Because-
other day, I was just like, okay, I need to rehearse some songs. Like I'm not even
And
gonna lie. Like I
then-
sang some of my songs. I'm like, let me like remember.
No, for sure. You guys, I
Yeah.
totally love it for you guys to be a
Mhm.
part too. I feel like it'd be such a cool experience and like get everybody kind of back out there, but like also it's outdoors, so it's like people feel more comfortable, safer. You
Yeah.
know,
hmm
Yeah, folks
For
are getting
sure.
folks are getting vaccinated and stuff. So I appreciate that you put the safety part in there because
oh for sure, yeah,
because I've been super like my bandmates know like because we were meeting up until like January we were still we had masks and stuff but we were still meeting up
yeah,
and then since January or maybe late December and then ever since then
yeah.
I had like 2 scares in 1 week where I thought like 2 people I knew or whatever. I
Oh
was
my
like-
god,
and then luckily I've never had it. I never got tested positive for it, but
that's great. That's
yeah,
good.
and like I got tested. I would get tested like so much, and because I work, so like I was like worried about getting people there sick.
Yeah,
and
you do get
my
tested.
Mhm.
a lot.
mom works at the hospital. Yeah, I haven't got tested in a while though because I haven't felt like I've been, you know,
Yeah.
because
You've had
of
less
that-
interactions too.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
that's the thing. I haven't seen anyone really since like I've seen a few, but like at like the
no,
store.
very limited. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
super like since like December, and I really miss my bandmates and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that.
feel that for
And
sure.
then, yeah. So luckily, I think all of my band, well, exception of a few, but we've all gotten like at least 1 shot so far. Mostly,
That's great.
Most of us, yeah. So
And at least you're
Hopefully, yeah.
somewhat protected. Like it's better that like at this point than like I'd rather have 1 shot than no protection at all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's great.
and I hear they're gonna open it up to more people like in April or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
for
yeah,
sure, yeah.
Does your mom still work in healthcare? You said you mentioned she did, or was it?
She worked with like kids and then she
kids. Okay.
and then once she closed down her preschool she went to this or once she closed down the daycare she went to this preschool where she'd been for like 10 years after that. Yeah, she had to obviously she couldn't go back and like she's older and my dad's we love him but he's way older, he's 70. So yeah, they had us a little late. But so he was and he also had he'd had a heart attack before, he'd had pre-existing conditions, lung issues, so he was
Yeah.
very at risk. So obviously my mom was like didn't want to go back, and even she's at the point where she has like high blood pressure, and there's been research I guess that's really can affect people with high blood pressure.
Yeah.
So even though my mom's been vaccinated, so she's like I may have to like literally, this is like it's crazy because it's like a total 360. Like my parents have like been through a lot of crazy stuff because they're older and stuff, but they were like we've never been through something like this. Like my mom's like I might have to change my career. I don't
Yeah.
know if I can do this anymore.
because the risk is not worth the reward at that point.
Yeah, like at this point it's not worth it. Is it worth like costing my life or my family's life like at this point? Like, you know, so it's crazy. Like I feel like this pandemic also like it just put so many things in perspective. Like I feel like I've learned so much in the past like year. Yeah, it was like not fun, but like it just makes you like first off appreciate the people around you who really
Yeah.
are, and find out who's really there for you, who's really, you know what I mean, and also just like
I get that.
appreciate life more in the small things, like things you
Mhm.
would take for granted because like everything was so go go go. Like I was constantly working, constantly like going to school, and like I didn't really have time to even like stop and like even like focus. Like not gonna lie, like with like certain issues and stuff, like yeah, like I'm like a liberal person, but like you know what I mean, when you're always so go go go, and like I feel like they kind of do that on purpose. They want us to be go go so we don't like
Yeah.
really have time to think about it or
It's
whatever,
very
but like
unhealthy.
yeah,
Now,
so then
Now
you
everyone's
stop and you
realizing.
have time to sit
Mhm.
and think and be like, that's fucked up. Or like, you know what I mean? Or be like, what do I like? Like, what do I want to do? Or like, just like in general and sit and to think about things, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
like appreciate things more. Like even just being able to go out to a restaurant. Now we took that for granted, but like now
Yeah.
it's like, you wish you could go out and like, just sit outside for a sec, you know what I mean? Around other
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
you crave the human interaction, you know? So it's interesting.
It's part of the reason I'm grateful for that so many people are like so many of like my homies and stuff are doing like music still are able to still put it out because
Yeah.
you know with everything going on, especially recently with all of our all of the people around the world that are hurting, and then
Yeah.
and even just like the way this year has gone with like I don't know. Do you guys remember, like, I was just thinking about this. Remember when the wildfires were happening and it was like,
Yeah.
there
That was horrible.
smoke, and then there was COVID and smoke,
COVID, smoke.
and then
Oh
all
my
this other
god.
stuff, and then
The world was
politics.
falling apart.
That
falling
one, that
apart.
was when it felt
Yeah.
like at its, that for me was when I was like, Jesus, man. Like
Like
what?
it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
But apparently our Lord and Savior Donald Trump doesn't believe climate change is real, so it's not. No, I'm just kidding. He's a fucking
Yeah.
idiot. Like climate change isn't real, then why the fuck are there? He tried to blame us for the damn. I'm sorry, it makes me so mad. He tried to blame us for the fires, like it's our fault or something. Like
I don't
what?
understand. You can't
think I
have so much
remember-
control and then
I
say
think I remember
that.
reading about that or something like that.
Like,
was-
no.
That's
Oh Lord.
everything's crazy, but
No, for sure. It puts
You
a
know?
lot of things in perspective. Like, I mean, it also like my family was close to the line of where one of the fires was, and like we didn't know if we were gonna have to evacuate and like pick up everything.
yeah,
It,
huh?
it makes you really like
That
it really
area.
just makes you like also realize like that you don't need you think you need all these things or like material things and you really
Mhm.
fucking don't. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It
Like
just feels void.
like what like for instance like if I had to evacuate like what would I take out of my room? Like I would
Yeah.
take like the birthday cards that my family wrote me that are like mean a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I wouldn't fucking bring like I mean maybe like a laptop because like that's expensive or something, but like I
Yeah.
wouldn't bring like my jewelry collection or like I wouldn't bring
Right.
like like certain clothing items because they're cute. Like you know what I mean? Like that doesn't
Mhm.
matter at the end of the day.
You can replace those things.
Yeah, those are replaceable.
not as
Like
sentimental.
relationships with people aren't like
Right.
so. Yeah, sorry,
It's
that was a
true.
long
No.
rant.
No, I mean,
But-
you know,
It's
it's
okay, a little
it's
spiel.
it's real. So you know, that's all.
We
It's
need
all yeah. So, and you know, talking about how like, all I was gonna say for the next song we have Pressure, which kind of relevant. you know?
Perfect.
All
I
the
was trying
pressure.
I was trying to think of a connection. I didn't want to be like, well, speaking of pressure,
The pressure of getting
But,
vaccinated.
yeah.
Speaking of that, no, just kidding.
no, but Pressure. This was the other single, right? Did you remember? Did this one
Yeah.
come before Blame on Me, or was it?
Yeah, that one was first actually,
Okay.
and then I think it was actually that, and then Balance, and then Blame on Me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this is the first one I listened to because I saw it was first on your Spotify. So I'm like, let
Yeah,
me start
yeah.
there. Yeah.
This one, I was telling Monet about this earlier that we both have like this one has such a cool like a lot with instrumentation, with the atmosphere is has
Yeah.
a very cool like vibe, but also I love how your voice. There's times in the song where it's intense, like you're letting it out, but there's also like a bit of like it gets like gentle too, and it's like a gentle
Yeah.
touch, and it kind of just
Mhm.
rides the wave the whole
Contrast.
time, and it's a very contrast and dynamics are pretty big on this one.
Yeah, it's actually one of my
seems-
favorites.
Thank
yeah,
you.
me too. It's
Mhm.
probably like
It means a
my
lot.
top. This is like probably my number two. My number
Yeah,
one.
it's-
My number one's coming up, but
Definitely
my number two.
one of my most like personal, one of the most vulnerable. That's for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, and like you were talking about mental health and stuff before too, and I figured it
Oh,
had
yeah.
ties to that.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Talking,
Okay.
yeah, carry. I like the talking about carrying. I believe the lyric says carrying your baggage too long and stuff like that. I lied to myself and said you weren't selfish. I like how it's just
Yeah.
like it sounds like you're talking. It sounds like a conversation between two folks, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
a lot of the songs I notice are super like immersive like that, where it really does feel like your personality and your experiences are foreshadowed, or not foreshadowed, but I guess shown on the songs, and that's I don't know something about the way your songs are
you.
done. They I feel like I can really understand where you're coming from. So
yeah.
Oh, thank you. That literally just like I know everyone says that, but I seriously just like it makes my heart so happy and like my soul so happy when people like relate or like feel something from
Yeah.
it. It's so cool.
yeah, I mean there's
Thank you.
that's the thing also with like music, just like why we're all making it. I was mentioning
Yeah.
previously, like we're all doing it for a different reason. I think there's a big sense of togetherness that comes with music, like
For sure.
especially for us growing up. We're all similar age, similar experiences, similar
Yeah.
going through all this stuff in history now. you
Oh,
know,
for
like,
sure. We can
going
all,
through it.
all relate to the 2020.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
just going through all that,
Yeah.
I appreciate that
Mhm.
there's people such as yourself making music like that where it's like it's just this is how I feel, and if y'all want to listen to how I feel, that's how I feel, and I love that. It's just very direct. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure. It's a really amazing tool to like I not only get your emotions and feelings and story out there, but also to like bring people together, like you said. For
Yeah,
sure.
the unity and all that, which is, again what we need right now.
Oh,
You know,
for sure.
A lot of that.
Mhm.
A
Yeah.
lot of that healing, as I'll say, is the next song on the track.
Oh yeah.
That one's good.
I really like this one too.
I
One
like
of
this
my
one a lot.
favorites.
Yeah, sound wise especially.
This was the one that I think I took the most notes on because I had a lot of like,
Oh,
Yeah,
put,
I'm
you
looking
know,
at them.
that's interesting.
yeah. Well, let me see. So part of it again, it's this change of scene. It's heading towards positivity.
Yeah.
And feeling better, feeling strong enough to move past your whatever is going on, all the bad stuff and negative energy. So, I love that the album goes in that direction. I love that it's like supportive and stuff like that, And the lyric you're talking about healing isn't just linear and stuff like that. And talking about how the universe has a plan for everyone. I think that was was a really good way to put it. I agree with that,
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like that's actually funny that you said like one of the main lyrics. I feel like that still sticks with me to this day, I guess, is the healing isn't linear. And I feel like that's something that like I like learned a lot throughout not only like just going through stuff, but like just like this year and stuff, and just like in general with mental health, is that like you think like in your mind, like just in general, like, or I guess you wish that there was just like a quick fix and it's like all better, like everything's gonna be perfect from here on out. But like that's just life happens, shit happens, emotions change. Like you're a human being, like you know what I mean. You're not gonna feel the same every day. So it's like it really is just like riding the waves, like up and down, and just learning how to cope with that. And
going back sometimes, going forward.
For sure,
all that.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it was like just a straight line, all better, all good, but it's just not how it works. Realistically.
Right, it's not.
Yeah, healing isn't that's a great. That could be like a tattoo. Healing isn't linear.
Yeah, right. I mean, I've actually been meaning to get a tattoo for phases. I just wanted to get a good one, but that's actually a really fucking good idea. Like, and I just wanted to get a good, really good one. You know what I mean? I wanted to like really think about it and not just get whatever. But that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I might steal it. Get that. I want to see. Yeah,
Monet, you should get that. We all three should get that on our right here.
You always say like let's get tattoos, but like
I want Monet to get a tattoo with me, but
I'm like never gonna get a tattoo.
I know.
Like I feel like it's Isaiah has a
podcast
for flood.
Oh, that'd be cool. Ooh. I don't know.
Just like a flood, like a tiny little like.
What about in the lip?
Oh my gosh!
Wait, on like the side of the finger, like flood.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend got one recently on her finger. Yeah, just like a little hidden, just discreet.
Yeah, like, I got a few on my finger. It's not that bad. Everyone says they're bad, but not that bad.
Yeah, the finger ones are cool. I feel like do they fade? Does yours fade? Did it fade like quickly once you got it? Do feelings fade?
I mean, feelings do fade. To answer your question, but I think this one kind of did. Everyone always thinks this is either a 21 or a 24, but it's a Jupiter symbol.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It's for like growth and like just balance. That's funny. That's actually one of the reasons I got it. But and then this one I got 1111. It's kind of like not the best. Like I mean, it's not the best like lining and stuff, but I kind of like that it's imperfect.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Like it's
but like I don't think they faded like too bad. This one hasn't faded too bad, but this one kind of has. I got this one like a few years ago. But I'm surprised it hasn't faded more.
Yeah.
Audio people listening to just the audio are missing out on this little tattoo showing here.
I
like the 1111 one.
Junior,
thank you.
Junior has he got a triangle on his like here, little triangle.
Oh yeah,
and it's gone. It's not there anymore.
Really? Oh damn.
It's there, but it's like
I'm surprised.
It's barely there.
Because like I'm surprised mine haven't faded. Because everyone says, "Oh, finger ones fade," and I was like, "Really?" Because like I wash my hands and stuff all the time, and like I guess maybe it depends on the person, the tattoo artist too.
Yeah.
I know.
I have a hand one, but it hasn't faded, so I don't know if you can see it, but it hasn't.
Wait, what is it? Is it just like an X? Oh, wait, that's cute. I love that.
It's my little straight edge tattoo, but I didn't want to get like a huge one.
Damn.
Yeah. I the straight edge tattoo. I hate saying the term just because it's.
I feel so like I
every
don't.
time someone
I
asks
don't
me,
like
every
saying
time
it
someone, everyone, no offense to it, but every time someone asks me like, "Oh, you straight edge?" I'm like, "Yes." You know, it's like
you know it.
Yeah.
I just heard other people.
I wanted to get a minimal. I wanted to get a minimal one, so I'm like,
yeah.
Because a lot of them are usually like huge X's on the hands or something like that.
Yeah.
But but Monet, you should get flood tattooed with me.
We'll see what the future holds.
I'm not trying to peer pressure, but it would be really dope.
You're good. I know some people there are really cool tattoos out there.
You can get a temporary one that looks real.
Yeah, or what is the one when they do it at like the fair? What's it called?
Henna.
Yeah, those are cool. I've gotten those. Those are nice. Yeah.
Let me see here. My favorite one is next.
Oh.
Breathe Again.
Oh.
Interesting.
But why did I not expect that? Okay.
Very
Yeah.
meditative title.
Breathe Again. Also, question. I like how the play on breathe. Is that something that wasn't because there's, on Pressure you're talking about breathe in and breathe in, breathe out,
Yeah.
and then Healing you're talking about, you say just breathe in, breathe out, and then number 10
Yeah.
breathe again. Was that something because I like that it's kind of like
Motif.
think about breathing. It's like a it's a relaxation thing. It means
Yeah.
you're free from the locks of whatever anxiety you're on. Was that something you like kind of planned to have those three kind of run like that?
I feel like it was like a subconscious thing where like I didn't realize I was doing it, but like it was kind of it was like meant to be that way, but like I didn't realize I was doing that, if that makes sense, until I listened after and I was like I did realize. I was like, oh, like, and it also goes with like that phase as well, like
Healing,
kind of being able to like, okay, now I feel like I can kind of like breathe a little bit again, take a full deep breath. Like I actually kind of didn't really realize until like after, and I was going through the songs and like listening to them, and I was like, oh shoot, like, and like it fit perfect. So I didn't really realize I was even doing it.
I know, I love when that happens.
I wish
on accident.
I was interesting. And I was like, yes, I planned it all.
Happy accident.
It's cool because you're accidentally interesting. Like you're already interesting on your own, but when you're accidentally
Thank
interesting,
you. Oh my god,
that, like, lays
wait,
out really well.
That's such
another
a nice compliment.
another
Wow.
tattoo right there.
Yeah, damn. You guys are giving me all the ideas. You have to write them down and send them to me because like
I know, right?
I'm not
Listen
gonna
back to
remember all of
this.
them. You guys are gonna see me like tatted up next time, like in 2 days. Like what the fuck?
All full references. Yes.
All over.
But yeah, part of the reason this choked on my own words. Part of the reason I love this song is because of the production is great on this one, and the way that your voice like rests on it is just perfect. The song reminds me of on the chorus specifically, of course, and the chorus specifically reminds me of like 1975, which is one of my favorite groups. Something I don't know what exactly, because it's not like it's something in the way that the chorus, the way that the frequencies or whatever in the vocals, something in that makes it sounds like that to me. And I know that this song would sound super like good live for some reason. The bass is super like effective, and it's not like too overbearing. It's just the right amount of like, right amount.
Yeah. So it's like ambient kind of a little bit.
This, I feel like this would be like, I don't know. For me, I would love to see this one live. Like I imagine it like on a big like, sound system, and just like cool colors and effects and all that stuff, and like moons or something. I don't know. But
that's so cool. Thank you. I'm gonna have you be like my director, like for like tour stuff.
Dude, like live too. Like I can imagine the whole atmosphere of this album, because like you can really build like a world with it, like in a live performance, like the whole like space and like not even.
I just need to figure out how to do that. I've never like toured or like I haven't done much live stuff.
I wouldn't know, but I know it's hard.
But I'm totally down.
Sure.
Yeah, it gives me like, it also reminds me of I don't know if you listen to the newest Paramore album.
I believe in you. I think it'll work out.
I don't think I've listened to too much. I don't think I've listened to that, unfortunately.
The newest Paramore album, it's like they kind of changed their sound a little bit. It's like a little bit funkier ? But it's a more
question
R&B. And the last song in there, it has the same kind of vibe where it's just like a melancholy song, but it's so effective and it's so memorable. So yeah, I love that one. That's my favorite.
Thank you so much.
The songs.
Yeah. That one just kind of, like you said, kind of just like being able to breathe again, but also like, I mean, not like just specifically about a person, but just also like being able to like, I mean, find people that you're just like, oh, like you're a breath of fresh air kind of thing. Like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like from going like, like having a past with like specific like types of people, and you're like, why do I keep attracting those types of people? And then you finally like find someone that you're like, wow, like you're cool, and like you're not like I'm used to, you know what I mean? But also just being able to like kind of come out the other side and just be like, I can finally like, I mean, even it could be it's kind of referring to yourself too, I feel like, in a way, because like you're just like, I don't know, it's kind of like a little bit of encouragement, like it's you, like you did this yourself, you could like, you can teach yourself kind of how to breathe again in a way, if that makes sense, like do some people, like, I mean, I know I've had times where I've had like self-doubt and been like, I can't fucking do this, like, but like you really like you can get through it, like, so it's about a bunch of different things, but thank you, I'm so glad you like it.
Great song. And then brings us into the next one, Feelings Fade, with.
Oh, yeah.
How do you pronounce?
One of my favorite. I know I keep saying
CJ.
that.
Okay. CJ.
We love
Yeah,
CJ.
He's cool. He's cool. Like I think his
Yeah.
voice like complements the track really well.
No, he's
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
talented. He released like this one EP like before I worked with him, and I was just like, I remember I was like, I want to work with him, like because I saw him at the studio too. He used to like come by, so I was like, oh my god, I have to try and make a song with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he was like
Yeah.
kind of the perfect fit, and that's funny because like with that song, I knew I wanted like another perspective, I guess. Like I didn't want to do a third verse like myself, so I wanted to have like a feature on there. And I had a few like the other people who put in features or like had like tried to do features with it were so talented, so amazing. They just didn't like fit
Yeah.
with what I
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, envisioned and like what kind of the theme was, if that makes sense. And like it just didn't fit right. But then like CJ sent his through, and I was just like, because I kind of felt like, you know, have you guys ever had like a song where like you have to change it up and like it's not going the way you imagined, so you're kind of frustrated and you're like, dang, is this gonna work out? Like, should I just scrap
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yes.
but then
Yeah, I
like
get
I was
that.
like, I'm just gonna try like one more person, like see if they can like kind of like do more of the vibe. And then he
bring it somewhere else. You know.
yeah, and then he just sent it and he was like, is that okay? And I was like, oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
like that's
Mhm.
perfect.
That's a really
So-
satisfying feeling once you find
Yeah.
the person you needed to get to where you wanted to be. You know.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
it's like it saved your baby. You know, it's like, oh, I was gonna throw this song away, but you
Yeah,
kind
when
of
I really liked it too. I didn't want to like just throw it away or like even put
Yeah.
it on the back burner because I was like, I don't want to forget about it. Like I like fuck with it. I want it to like be something, you know?
Yeah, and I want to
Right.
know
Right,
at
become something.
the 1 minute mark. I love how the change. Well, I don't know if it's 1 minute, maybe a minute and some
Yeah.
change. But when the beat comes in and you kind of do like a faster flow, and I thought that was really cool too. Like it's kind of
Oh,
like almost
thank
like a
you.
rap
Mhm.
kind of deal. It really
you.
builds it, but I also like how it doesn't stay
Yeah.
like that. It goes back down and kind of it's like it makes
Yeah.
me want more.
Mhm.
But I like how it kind of keeps you
Thank you.
dragged in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. It keeps it interesting. And one thing I must say, like as someone who is a huge fan of Zendaya, I must say, I don't always talk about it. When listening to this, it reminds me of Zendaya's like self-titled album from like years ago. I
Oh, really?
not a lot of people have heard it, but I actually have it on like a CD. But
I'm gonna have to
like,
listen
it's-
now.
Right, it's
I'll
like very like kind of like it's Disney-y, but it's like it's good.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like that R&B vibe. Like
No, I
similar.
feel what you're saying for
Um,
sure. Yeah, she's so
mhm.
talented.
Yeah, like it reminds me of that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was a
Oh
long
my
time
God,
ago, but yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
and
cool.
and plus
Wait,
the
wait, That's so
the
cool.
guitar and piano on the
Guitar
song
is
also
very.
complement each other
I like
really well.
yeah, I agree. The
Mhm.
guitar, I
Really
like it a lot.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, that was one of those. What's weird is like I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like I just remember where I first came like the first like lyrics that I came up with for that song. I was in Yosemite and like I don't know how, but like I just like came up with like the way you got me feeling is
Yeah.
insane, like that, like, and I was just like, and like there I was on a trip with like some friends and I was like, everyone shut up. I need to do a voice memo right now. And
done-
so like I made everyone be quiet and like did like a voice
Before you
memo.
lose it, yeah.
Yeah, I
done
was like,
that.
I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I've done that too. it's because then if you lose it, it's like, you know, you want.
I know.
Like you lost like your genius moment, yeah.
Yeah. Don't
I've
want to
made-
lose the ideas.
I've made my friends pull over. Like, I'll be like,
Oh my
wait,
God.
bro, like stop
I
stop the
believe
car
that.
because I can hear all you hear is boom, 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 like the car moving through. The,
Yeah, you're
know?
like, I need silence. I need to
like,
get
for
it
a
perfect.
second.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I've woken
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night to
Yeah.
like write an idea down or like do a voice memo, like half asleep, like, oh, and the next morning I wake up and I'm like, I get the idea, but I'm like, I sound like a fucking weirdo. Like, what the hell? Like,
As long as you get the idea.
yeah, as long as the idea gets
Um,
out, it's all good.
That'd be interesting to
Right.
hear the
Oh.
sleep version of it.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
the
don't want to
sleep-
hear my
sleep
voice
cover.
memos. They're embarrassing.
Ah,
They get the
same,
job
same. They
done.
all of us are. How did Feelings Fade end up on 106.1 KMEL radio?
Oh my
That's
God,
huge.
that was so
That's-
fucking
yeah, dude.
cool, and it was on Halloween night too. So I was like, oh my fucking, like, it was so
Ah,
cool.
nice. Mhm.
So pretty much Brie and I we'll send each other like little things like pretty much to like just help each other out. You know what I mean? Like, and be like, oh hey, like I heard there's this like artist thing going on here. Here's some ideas on how to like build your like thought, like, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that, like just music business stuff, like
Mhm.
music stuff.
Yeah.
And she sent me a a thing saying like, hey, like I saw that 106.1 KML is like, they have this late night show that they will take, they have an email where you can send in submissions. You should try and send it in submission. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it, why not? Like, I didn't think anything was gonna come from it, so I was just like, but I was like, it never hurts to try. Like, literally never hurts to try. So I just sent. I think it was I think it's called the Damn It's Late Show or something like that. It's so funny because it sounds so Bay Area to me. Damn It's Late. But so I sent it in, and then like weeks went by. Like I wasn't really like, I completely forgot I even did it. You know what I mean? Because like nothing was like coming, and nothing came from it. And like I don't know why I just like. I checked on it once, and then I was just like, it's probably not going to happen. Like, whatever. Like, it's okay. Like, at least I, like, took the chance, you know?
Back of your mind.
And, so I'm used to, like, taking those risks and stuff and being brave, being bolder. And so, and then I remember I got tagged on Instagram. And you know how sometimes, like, you'll get those, like, spam people that will, like, direct message you or, like, or, like, you know what I mean? Stuff. So I assumed it was that.
Ignore it usually.
Yeah, and I was kind of I looked down, and then it said like, and I was reading it, and I was kind of half-assed reading it, and then I saw like 106, and then it said like Feelings Fade featuring CJ is going to be playing tonight, and I'm like, wait, I just do it. I was like, wait, you're like, wait a joke. So this is a punked thing, right? Like I was like, I had to reread it. I was like, what? And so I reread it, and I was like,
that's so cool.
And then so I made my sister's so sweet.
Like this is real.
Yeah, it was so surreal, and I didn't know if it was actually gonna happen, but I was like, I'm gonna fucking stay up and find out, because it was like a late night, like it was like, I think it was like 2 in the morning or something. And my sister is so sweet. She was just like, it was Halloween night, and like I was kind of glad it was like so late, because like, not to sound messed up, but like I don't think anybody should have been partying on Halloween night, but like, you know, that people were riding back in Ubers at 2 in the morning, like, you know what I mean, like with the Uber with the radio on. So it was like, I knew people were gonna fucking hear it. So I was like, that's so fucking cool.
That's a good point.
And on Halloween, like that was just so cool. And so pretty much my sister stayed up like all night with me, which was like so sweet. And like we were like in the car, that's like so waiting, and it kept saying, and we kept waiting, and we're at the point where we're like, okay, so this probably isn't gonna happen, right? Because we're waiting for like a fucking hour, and we're like, okay, are they gonna do it, or like they're and then like just hearing it was so, I mean, my reaction was so embarrassing, but like it was so cool. Like it was so surreal.
No, it was, dude, you're so genuine. It was cool. Yeah.
Like I was just like
and plus
in
it's
shock.
It's interesting, like,
and like a late radio too. It's like you see that like so,
my thing glitched. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. My I'm lagging a little bit. I'm just gonna talk and
I'm gonna take my headphones off for a second.
But no, like late night radio. Okay, late night radio is like, you sometimes when you're like listening to the radio or something late at night or something on shuffle, and then you hear like that one song gives you like that movie moment.
Yeah,
it's
you're like,
thinking
ooh,
that you
what's
probably
that?
gave that. Yeah, you probably provided that experience for someone else, like in the back of an Uber.
Yeah, I had some people actually direct message me, and it felt so. I was like, I cried, because I was just like, they were like, I heard your song on the radio, and like,
that's really cool.
And then I looked up your stuff, and like, it was just so fucking cool. I was like, oh my god, like just little old
fact
me,
that they reached
like,
out too.
I know, and I guess so cool.
That's crazy.
One of the my favorite things. One of my favorite things about like, because we here in Color, I messaged like a radio station in Berkeley one time. And we got like on the show them to play it.
So cool. Congrats.
And thank you. Yeah, thank you. It all just takes an email, really. A risk, you know.
Really though.
That's all you know, when we promote stuff, I just email like 40 places with the same email. I just copy it. And then chances are 10 of them will get back to you. So I messaged that, and then they played it, and I was like, and I'm sure you probably had this experience too, where there's something significantly like memorable about hearing it on the radio, specifically with like a low quality, like, because you've heard the quality version so many times.
Oh yeah.
Like when you hear it with that static that you normally, when you were a kid, you listen to the radio, and you hear it with that static that implies that it's on the radio. It's like, wow, that's legit.
It's crazy.
Like that's, whoa. Like,
it's
that's
like
crazy.
You
know?
I love the radio. It's like that one song that you don't know what song's gonna play next. So hearing it, it's just like, wow, like it's, you were listening to that radio that specific moment. So that song feels like it was almost like meant for you in that moment.
I mean, also just like as a kid and stuff, because like technology, like obviously has advanced so much, like as we've grown up, because we've kind of grown up in like where as it's advanced and stuff with it. So it was like when you were younger, you would always listen to the fucking radio and like and be like, damn, that's so cool. And you'd hear all these like big people, you know what I mean? Like all the pop stars, like you'd hear like Miley Cyrus and like Selena Gomez, and you'd be like, wow, like that's so cool. Like I hope one day I can do that. And like even if it's just like a local radio station, like I mean, no, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, even if it was like the smallest radio
It's
station
still a
ever,
radio.
you still like have that accomplishment. Like, I fucking got played on the
Mhm.
radio. Like, that's so cool. Like, somebody
so cool to be able to
acknowledged
say
it.
that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just so cool. But it was definitely surreal. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like, I messaged people and I was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Oh, I do that
I was
too.
like,
No,
is this a joke? Is this a prank? Is my dad pranking me? It's not funny, Gary. Like,
Oh.
stop.
Gary.
No, your music should be on the radio. I
Gary.
can definitely imagine
Yeah.
it playing on the radio.
But thank
And,
you.
oh, I was telling
Yeah.
Isaiah, like the album kind of reminds me of like I feel like I'm on like a late night drive through like the city. And I actually gotta listen
Oh
to
my
it now.
god.
I'm going to LA tomorrow, so I'm gonna be playing it
Oh,
while we're going.
dang,
tomorrow. We're gonna see.
You gotta
Yeah.
take those risks down to LA. You're gonna do. Are you full on like just moving down there
Oh,
tomorrow?
no,
Or like,
we're just visiting. We're
oh,
visiting.
I was like,
yeah,
dang,
schools.
like good for you
Not
though.
yet.
I
Not
haven't
yet.
packed yet.
You and your and all
I
of
haven't
your.
packed.
Wait, what was it? The acceptance or the
Scholarship.
scholarships.
Oh my god.
She's got to choose
Yeah.
which 10 scholarships. It's
Oh yeah,
hard.
yeah.
I know they want me. No, I was kidding. I was
They
kidding.
all no, but honestly though, you're super talented. They for sure do want you.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a hard decision.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Let me see. Oh no. Okay, I want to save the question for the end. Where are we at? Oh, we are
Other
at
side.
TJ's little joint on here. TJ and you.
Oh yup.
Other side. The drum beat. I like that. It's kind of like a Latin kind of feel on this one. Like that.
Oh
kinda,
yeah, like kind of dance hall-y a little bit.
Yeah. And this one, I remember I was like kind of bopping my head, doing like that. That
Oh,
stank,
yeah.
kind of the stank face. You're
The
like,
stank face.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, like-
yeah. I was kind of vibe. I was like, yeah, because especially like with my like speakers here, the bass is like perfect on this, and so
Ooh.
and I was like,
I love that.
I'm so happy that TJ was on this one too, because I know his vibe works really well with like this upbeat kind of thing, and I was excited to hear like
Yeah.
both your guys' flows on this song are really good, and it's
Thank you,
also
yeah.
again positivity, making it out onto the other side, and I like it's kind of like
Yeah.
the closing song,
Yeah.
like the final push through.
Yeah. TJ killed his verse. Oh my god. Like I was just literally texting him, was like,
As usual.
I just texted him. People who know me know I just text them with random ideas, and they're just like, I'm just like, do you want to do this? And they're like, oh, okay. I just texted him and was like, I have this song that's about kind of just making things out on the other side after hard times, and like I just felt like you would be perfect fit. Like, do you want to like try a verse? And he just came in and just fucking like damn near freestyled the whole thing, and I was just like, and he was like, was that okay? I was like, yeah, like I'm just gonna give this whole
was
song to
perfect.
you. I'll just cut my parts out. You just do the whole thing. 'Cause, like it was so good. I was like, it was
Yeah.
perfect. I was like, this is literally. He was like, is that like what you kind of were thinking of? I was like, that's better than what I was thinking of. Like that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was perfect, like a good strong way to finish the record. I mean, there's still the outro,
Yeah.
but it's a good strong way to like good final message talking about we've got time and stuff like that, which is also something
Yeah.
people need to hear, because it's like, I know at least for me, like being what, I just forgot my age, being 21, it feels like, with COVID and everything, like
Yeah.
it feels like a lot of people say like on Twitter or like TikTok, like, oh, feel like I'm losing my 20s, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a truth to that, but I feel like just the fact that knowing that there's still time, I'm still young, and like both you guys, like we're still in our early, we still
Yeah.
have time to do stuff. I mean, there's really never a time. There's always time to make something more creative, and no matter
Yeah.
how old you are, really. So I like that it's kind of going off on like, okay, we're at a good place now. We're healing, and we've had time,
Mhm.
and it's like it feels like you could kind of giving in a little more slack to the whole like stress. Everything's
Yeah.
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
simmering down, stuff like that. So
Like
it's a
everything's
really
gonna
good-
be okay.
yeah, it's a
And
really
time's not
uplifting
running
ending.
as fast as we think it is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it's
It
really
feels like it at the
uplifting.
time, or in the moment, but
And
You
you've
know.
made it literally to the other side. Like you started
Yeah.
out with all this, and now you're here.
Yeah.
yes, it's pretty much saying
Mhm.
like, yeah, like you feel like in that moment where you're going through that shit, like it feels like, well, I'm never gonna fucking get out of this. You know what I mean? Will I ever fucking get out of this? But then like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time, like you are
Mhm.
strong enough to do it. Like you can do it.
and that's
Mhm.
I love that it's direct and it's straightforward, and it's like, it's helpful, really, to be honest.
Thank you.
And also
yeah, that's amazing.
TJ's flow, I don't know, it reminds me of Ludacris for some reason. I don't know why. specifically.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that, but yeah. Wait, oh my god.
I wrote it in big letters and
I see
Monet.
this note here. That
We're
says
looking
it.
at the
Yeah,
Google.
it's-
Ludicrous.
We're looking at we have a Google Doc. Monet is highlighting it right now.
Oh my god.
I was
Funny-
waiting for him to bring that up. I'm like looking at the
That's
notes,
so
like
funny.
what?
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
She thought I was just talking about
Oh.
the word. It's funny. Also, this was the
Yeah,
song.
I'm like, is that the
Monet, look at. Do you see
Oh
what I
my God.
highlighted? Oh shoot.
Oh
You
shoot.
see what I highlighted?
Wait.
This was the song where I had that. That
Oh,
realization.
he like typed it. It's like there's typos in it, and he's like,
Oh
oh my
my God.
gosh, like this is it. Like this is the meaning.
Wait,
I was-
oh my
I love
god.
I was like, does the album? I'm gonna say this exactly as I typed it, and I'm gonna be loud.
Yes.
Does the album go from
my
phases,
God.
from hurting to healing, from start to finish? Because after track 9, the songs become much more positive. And I put it all caps.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It's literally
you,
that on
you
paper.
literally
Literally
hit
that.
it on the head.
and I was like, that was my moment. I was like,
Decoded.
I
it.
called-
Decoded.
I called Monet in like in an excited panic because I was like, I want to know if this is what you think. She was like,
I'm
"Oh."
honored that people like took the time to like dissect
He
my stuff
did.
that much. It's so fucking cool. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That I'm like honored.
yeah, and you
Genius.com should
Thank
hire
you.
us.
Genius.
I know you really though. You guys would be like
Genius
amazing. For,
lyrics.
you guys would elevate their shit.
Genius.com. Wait a minute. Genius, is that the one who does the like the lip, the when they have in front of the yellow background, and they're like they read the lyrics? and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that?
like the song meetings. Yeah.
I remember I saw that one of that kid who was like, I'm flossing, like that one gamer kid. I forgot his name.
yeah.
Have you seen that video?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm trying to think.
I'll have to send it to you guys so I don't sound insane because it's
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
No, I feel like I'm just not.
Sorry.
I'm like a grandma in like a 21
Dude.
year old's body, so I'm not with the times. I don't
I'm
have
not
to
either. I
talk
just
like
saw it.
that.
I
I
don't even
saw
have
it like on.
TikTok.
I saw it like.
Me neither.
I
And everyone
want-
keeps pressuring me to like get, and like I'm like I just don't get it.
I love TikTok. I got to tell you guys.
Isaiah.
My sister
Isaiah
does
knows all the
too.
trends.
My sister sends me all the good ones though, so I'm just like
Oh.
okay.
Yeah. It's
I
filtered
cheat.
out. I cheat a little bit, yeah.
I know, a little cheating.
Look at them sometimes.
So
Just a little bit.
so we made it out. We made it through to the last song, the outro,
Yes.
and I got excited. I even wrote. Monet, do you want to read what I wrote?
Oh gosh, let me take
Read
a
it.
look.
No, read it like exactly as I typed it.
Oh my god.
Outro baby. I just realized it's the same instrumental as the intro. I love that. Bringing it full circle.
Oh my god, wait,
That's
I love
exactly how
your
he
like
typed it.
writing. That's
And
great.
I gotta
Yes.
send you a screenshot of this because it's. I look like
This
like-
doc is 18 pages.
Oh my god, wait, I'm so honored. Wait, oh my god, thank you.
I literally wrote.
feel so cool.
There's so many random
We
words on this
studied.
document because I was trying to type it, but also I forgot that I had to make it make sense for Monet because if she wanted to ask one of the questions, and I literally just wrote roller. I don't know why.
He did. I didn't even.
Oh my
like,
God.
there's like it's
I
just
was
like
writing roller
like
coaster.
lines of random like words.
But no,
Yours is
I
so funny.
I appreciate how so it kind of reminded me of in a way it reminded me of kind of how To Pimp a Butterfly, how Kendrick, how he's I don't know if are you familiar with that album?
Yeah.
So how how he starts the songs with that poem and he kind of adds to it each song.
Yeah.
This one was interesting because it was like in a way similar because of how it's the same exact thing, but you add the ending to it, which kind of puts it all together.
Oh yeah, thank
And
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was again it's just going through the phases. I get like the ending why you said that, going through the phases, and it's like a perfect. It's an epic outro. I'll say I could see it
Yeah.
being like a really
Thank
cool
you.
closer. Yeah, I love the atmosphere, and just you're talking about living day by day,
Yeah.
going through hell and all that, and you're like, and then you say that you've been through the phases, which I don't know if that was intentional. You say
No, I did. It was intentional. That
Yeah.
was like I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna add that in there. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true though.
yeah, because then you're talking
So I
about
told you
still-
the accidental genius. Yes.
Ooh, it was just
Yeah.
a little Easter egg. It's like,
Yeah.
oop.
still breathing, didn't think I could do it, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Been through worse. That's
Yeah.
like it's just great. It's like a redemption
Thank
story,
you.
if you will. Rejoice. What are those
Thank
things?
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It left me a good feeling. I was like, oh, that's a good way to. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's
I
a good-
remember when I finished it in the studio, I cried. So that's how I knew. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
this is
That's
like,
how you know. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like,
Like,
it,
you
like,
did
I,
it.
like it was really
Mhm.
like, yeah, like, and like I was like, I think that I call it an album project, whatever you want to call it. I think it's done. Like, and it just like felt so like it was just emotional. It
Yeah.
was just very emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
And an album takes a lot of work, and like to be able to finish it and
Oh
just be
yeah.
like, and then enjoy the fact that you did that and like can cry even like through
Yeah.
the process of making it, you know.
Yeah.
Appreciate it that way.
I was already like what should I do for the next one though? Like my mind was already like, should I
I know.
start planning or
That's
like
good, though.
I was like-
Next, yeah.
That's good. Do
but,
you
yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
do you have a favorite song on the album, like your favorite, or is it probably varies by like the week or
Good
something?
question.
But do you have a favorite right now?
A favorite right now. I feel like all of them, like I kind of like alternate, but I do like the more dreamy ones, like
Yeah.
Healing Interlude, Breathe
Mm,
Again.
yeah, I like those.
I do really like Redo. I think my favorite one though would be either the Healing Interlude or actually the outro, because of how just emotional and stuff it was, and just how I don't know, just it really sums everything up, kind of, you know,
Mhm.
includes it,
Yeah.
wraps it in a little
Nice.
bow.
I was gonna say
There
the
you go.
same exact thing. I was gonna say wraps it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's again as I said in the manic text to Monet, very the full circle,
text.
you know, the full circle experience is just a great way
Beautiful.
to top it off. And
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
it's a great, you know. And I'll be honest, I had been slacking. I didn't get a chance to listen to the album like until a lot later after it came out.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's
glad
okay.
that
Whenever you could.
yeah, you know, eventually, I'm really glad that the way that it came out and the way that it made me at least feel like it's a good feeling. Because it's good that I like that it's not just a straight all happy, all sad. I love that
Yeah.
it's a story,
Yeah.
you know, ups and downs and all those things. So it's really like,
Yeah.
it really adds I don't know, it adds a personal touch to it, I think.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, very intimate album.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do with it. Was to just kind of, you know, I didn't want to just make I mean, I honestly like feel like I have enough sad songs to where to like put like 6 albums out, but like I was just like I want to make like a more I want to make a bigger impact, if that makes sense. Like and
Yeah,
be
of
like, well,
course.
but things are okay, and like you go through shit and you'll get through,
Mhm.
even if you don't feel like you will sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What would you say like one of the most challenging things about making this record was?
I would just say like the timing of when to release it, kind of, because it kind of the way it came about was kind of just very organic. I wasn't really pressuring myself, but then once it was done, I was just like, I need to put this out at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and there's no time that's a perfect time, really. Like there's
There
not
isn't.
like
And
you
everyone
know,
thinks
so
there is. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
yeah, and like then I like you have people going, oh, well, you need to have like months in advance. I'm like, oh shit, like I wanted to put it out like next week. Like what?
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what I mean? And
a lot
then
of patience.
yeah, a lot of patience and just like trusting yourself. I feel like that's something I've been learning, but I'm still trying to learn. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, because
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
And like
Yeah.
my I don't know if you guys have had Mr. Axon at DVC.
Yeah.
Love him.
Mm-mm.
Shout out Mr. Axon.
I have his book right here. Actually.
Yeah, love him.
Oh, nice.
I just took a business class last time, and he said something that like really sticks with me pretty much, because I was asking him, I was like asking for advice. I was like, when would be like the right time to release this kind of thing? And he was just like, honestly, even if like, for instance, like your worst fear came true and like it didn't do as well as you thought or something, like there's no right time. Like if you don't put it out, the only way you'd fail is if you don't put it out at all.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, if it never gets shown to the world, then that's a total failure. But like, you won't know unless you do. You know what I mean? Like, you got to put it out, you know?
Yeah. Axon's a great
Right.
teacher. I got a lot
Yeah.
of it. I took both of his classes.
I keep
a lot of
trying to make
people-
him make extra classes so I can be selfish and attend them.
Yeah.
I'm like, just,
Man,
like,
we're
can you
gonna
just
meet
make an extra
him.
class? Or, oh,
Yeah.
he's great. He's
he gave
great.
me so much advice, like especially with your
Man.
color stuff. Like,
Yeah.
he's part of the reason that band is a thing, because I think one of the assignments was to
Aw.
collaborate with somebody in the
snap.
class.
Wait, that's
and,
so cool.
You can
think-
date your origin back to him. That's cool.
Yeah, I think one of the
Thank
assignments.
you, Mr. Axon.
Yeah, I'll shout him out, his Instagram. He actually has Instagram, but he doesn't post anything on it. I
Wait,
don't
he
see-
does?
I'm following him.
I don't
But
have
there's nothing on
it.
it.
Is it creepy if I just follow him out of nowhere?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
It's so weird. I'm like Mr. Axon's biggest fan. I'm like, let's be friends.
Oh,
You should follow him.
Oh my God,
I don't know him, but
I'm
he
gonna
would
have
probably be honored.
Maybe he'll see like that. There's
Or
a
not
have to.
honored,
Maybe he'll see that
but
there's,
like
like, a
flattered that you
demand.
followed him.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's so cool. I would literally just want to sit. I don't even care if like, I just want to sit in on him, like just talking, like, and just
Yeah.
telling stories. He's just such a good
Yeah.
like storyteller.
He should do a
yeah.
he should do a podcast. I feel like
That's what I told him. I told him that. Oh my god.
What'd he
Tell him
say?
that.
Get him on here.
What did
He
he
was-
say when you told him?
He was like, I don't know, like I think about it or whatever. Like me and like a bunch of people in our like last semester told him that you need DM him and tell him that we need to peer
That's
pressure
funny.
him to make a podcast.
Monet, are you on? Monet, you should message him.
I should
Yeah,
message
Monet,
you.
message it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I never met you.
It's because you know what it is? It's because
but-
we're in the music building. He's probably heard it all the time, but you're a film major, so he wants to hear from maybe a different.
Yeah. Ooh, that's true.
Ooh, he said I've heard from too many music majors. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
Yeah,
no,
I've
that's
probably
what it
seen
is.
him before.
Maybe
you
not.
probably
for
I feel like he's never on. I feel like he's never on campus. I've never seen him.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's always.
I feel like every
He's-
teacher
I think he's
I've
a-
seen,
I think he's a
I know who they
part-time
are at
teacher.
least.
I think he's
What's
on
funny is I feel like everyone knows who he is, or a lot of people know who he is. That's what's weird. Is like as like literally I'd be talking to like people that like don't take any music class and they'd be like, oh, Mr. Axon. I'm like, how do you know?
So random.
How do you know?
He
You
just
get
Yeah.
it.
knows. He just knows everyone, or everyone knows
Yeah.
him. Cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know that's the album, and again, thank you so much for sharing your experience and your hardship and everything with
Yeah.
it. Let me just pull up
Yeah,
the
for
last
sure.
question here.
I was gonna say, yeah, we can
Oh,
end on
no.
this good note.
Monet,
here.
I want you to read this question because I need to drink
All
water
right.
again. I sent you it, right? I did.
Please.
Okay.
Yes, please please
Water.
water yourself.
Well,
On the water.
Our fellow friend and first podcast guest, Araya,
oh,
Jeremiah, our friend, would like to know
hello.
what was the inspiration for your album, if you were to describe it as a whole.
As a whole, I would say, I'm trying not to say what I've said like a bunch of times.
It's okay.
I would just say kind of going through life, good and bad, and coming out the other side and trusting yourself and growing as a person,
Mm-hmm.
learning.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I think the title pretty much summarizes that. And then just seeing the layout of the songs, like I said, and like Isaiah decoded it so well.
I know. I'm like, I'm like, damn. Like maybe I should have added next project. I'm gonna add more Easter eggs and stuff and make it more
Make it more
confusing.
cryptic.
To see if
Yeah.
Isaiah can come up, just so Isaiah can try and decode it.
Just make it so fucking difficult, and I'll
It's gonna have
Spend
nothing to
hours
do
on
with
it.
anything.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make up a purpose.
make it like the longest stretch. Like, oh, there's a reason that this song is 3 minutes and 42 seconds because
Right,
like,
right.
like a
Oh,
random.
Yeah,
God.
you figure it out. Oh my god, I'm gonna do that.
Oh gosh. So what's next on your radar? You got what do you are you working on something new right now? Or are you just kind of taking a break and seeing how this one plays out, or what's your plan?
For a while I was kind of taking a break. I mean, not only because the pandemic got bad again and like got really
Yeah.
scared to like go back out and stuff, but also I wanted to give it a second to breathe and stuff because I was like so
Mhm.
engulfed in it for a while. I was like, just
Yeah.
give yourself a second, like
Yeah.
let it sit. I'm trying to release an EP. No one quote me on this, all right? I don't
Okay.
want to hear shit about it.
Ooh, we got the
But I was
exclusive.
kidding. But I'm trying to really because I'm a perfectionist, so we can't guarantee this because I say this and then it's gonna be out in like December again because
Okay.
that's what I always do.
Hey, that's still pretty
but
soon. Yeah.
but I'm trying to release an EP at least in summer, late summer.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's
So,
dude. That's
I've been trying to get back in there, trying to like
Yeah.
figure out what I want to do.
Yep.
So
right around the corner too.
yeah,
Yeah, I believe in you. You could do it.
Well,
thank
we'll,
you.
It'd be so
Well,
cool to see that.
We'll
Yeah, no
bother
pressure.
you. We'll bother you about it every so weeks or so just to
Oh,
keep.
perfect.
Yeah, I keep
If
you
I
on
need
track,
I
like,
need
working
someone
on
to
the
hold
EP.
me accountable. Actually, please do that.
Okay.
So then I'll feel like, oh shit, I have to. They want to hear it. Somebody wants to hear it.
Oh, well, we're excited for it, and we'll
Thank you.
we'll plug all your stuff on the website, and your Instagram is Carly Marie Music, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it right. Well, I guess I can't do this on Zoom. It'll be like down here.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
It'll be floating. We don't know.
It'll be floating on
Moves
the
around.
screen.
Yeah.
But y'all go check out her merch, go check out her music, go check out her website, go check out all her stuff, all platforms. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Carly.
Yeah.
yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you
being
so
thanks for being so cooperative also with the microphone and the adapter and all.
Thank you so much
yeah,
for
yeah.
having me. It's an honor
Yeah.
that you guys like even asked me. I felt so cool. I was like, oh my god, like it was like me, little old me.
Aw, right.
Oh, Monet.
It's okay.
Oh,
The damn camera. No, just kidding.
Monet.
All these stores are high end stores are really fucking playing us. Target, Walmart,
For real.
messed up.
Monet, how did that even happen just now? You just switched cameras so quick.
Hey, I'm a blame Target. All right, it's all. It's all.
It's
There
always-
you go.
It's Target. Target does everything.
Hargans.
Target's never gonna sponsor me. I just realized they're never
Right.
gonna have my. Oh well.
It's okay. We still got. What was it again? We got TurboTax. It's
Yeah, we got TurboTax, so we're good. And then maybe
yeah, you
we
too.
might be able to redeem Walmart.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can. get
Walmart
that.
they did refund it, so I'm not so mad at them anymore.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
got you,
cool.
got you.
All right,
so
Walmart's
Walmart,
on them.
we like you. We
Yeah.
like you.
Yes.
Please.
All my friends love
Yeah.
Walmart. I'm gonna do one more thing, but I want this to
Mhm.
die. So let me let this camera die real quick.
Could do a little countdown here. No.
Okay, yeah, count me down.
5,
4,
4,
3,
3, 2, 1.
1. Oh
It
my
looks
god!
so dramatic sometimes.
I know.
It's like an
Was I in
effect you
rhythm?
see on an editor or
Was that in
something.
time or was I off?
I can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
wait, I don't know.
You're a drummer, Monet.
All I
should
know
know.
is that it's funny that both your guys' cameras happen to do the same thing and
Well-
like turn off after like a certain amount of
Dude,
time.
Yeah,
it's great,
Nikon.
cool.
I don't know. We were gonna. Monet, should we have her do the same thing Jeremiah did? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not the exact same. But
Yeah, the
like,
same exact thing. but
Oh
yeah,
no, what do
same
I
thing.
do?
Monet, will you explain?
You can. Jeremiah crawled onto the floor and walked
don't
out
have
his
to-
door, but you don't have to do that. You can just have an exit dramatic as dramatic as you want it to be. You
Oh,
can exit
shoot.
any way
We
you
just
want.
need you to
Alright.
walk out
You can be
the
creative
same
with
way
it.
you came in. Maybe not whatever way you want to, but just
Okay.
for the full circle experience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shoot! All right, now I'm trying to think how I should do this. What if I just like ate shit? That'd certainly be interesting. I get you guys a lot of views. Should I pretend to eat shit so you guys get views?
Hey,
Yes.
man, that's
Oh
up to
shit!
you.
No.
Carly
That's-
Marie falls
that's
on
up to
camera.
you.
Oh my god! Wait, all right.
That's
All
the
right,
only
did-
thing That's the only thing we post.
Wait, is there gonna be like
Right.
music or should I like dance? Like
We're just gonna. Monet, what did we do last time?
We're cheering, I guess. Well, I don't know. We don't know. We're still trying to
We're
figure
gonna
this
play by
out.
ear. We'll play by ear because last time
Okay.
Jeremiah was so insane that we didn't have anything to say because he was literally
yeah.
he was like falling. So
Oh my
He's really
God.
we'll play by ear.
Yeah.
But let me. Did I already say the outro, Monet?
You kind of did, but you might want to
I think you should.
All right. Well, thank you, Carly, very much for joining us. We're going to end this episode here.
Thank
We've
you
had a
for
very good
having me.
time talking about phases. Please give it a listen. All the links are down in the bio, as Isaiah said.
Mhm.
And we hope you guys have a good rest of your night, evening,
Yep.
day, wherever it is that you
Yeah.
are. And please
Thank
tune in for our
you.
next episode.
Episode
All
2 out of the way.
You did it.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna have my people call your people. I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
All right.
Monet is our people.
I'm the people.
I'll send you guys the $100 check for having me on
Oh, God.
for harassing you. Thank you.
you.
All right.
Oh yes.
Bye.
That's it.
Ooh,
Yay. Thank you. Yay. Yes. Yes, Carly. Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much. We love you.
Thank you.
See you next week. That's perfect. That's perfect.